Are you ready?
More or less, yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna start my music up. I don't know what this is.
Just updating my character.
No, that's somewhat more intense than our current scenario.
I was trying to find something awesome.
Yeah, there you go. I guess that's a little closer.
I think our current situation is closer to womp womp womp.
It just has a really like spooky kind of start. That's all the song has. All right, so have we started? Has the Twitch begun?
Yes, it has begun twitching.
Have you begun twitching? Okay,
Can confirm the twitching.
All right, there's the Twoden. Are we Twoted?
I will torrently. I
You
twatted. Hang on.
I twitted.
I twitted.
As long as we have Twoted and we have been twerted.
I
Alright, cool.
Putty tat.
Guess what? Twirly. Okay. Alright. Okay, so we are going to begin another wonderful game of Hux Summit Draconis, which I continue to assert that is the way to say it, because if I can get an entire generation of HSD players saying it that way, I'm right.
It's okay, it's a dead language, it's up to us.
It is up to us to assert how to say it, which
That's
is
true.
why it should be Lollipop Soda. Okay,
Yeah.
so we are beginning another game of HSD. The party has had a lot of major life changes, and I have some amazing new music. I did have to take The Rain off my playlist,
Why?
which has been heartbreaking for me, because it never rains. Ever.
Oh, I see.
Ever. Because you guys aren't in the rain place now, so I took it off my list.
Speaking of like fucking with nature in order to get your way, this is a little bit of an aside, but since it's a sci-fi game anyway, I thought I'd bring it up because it's kind of cool. China is currently building an artificial moon in order to light one of their cities.
Yeah.
It's
Pretty
pretty
sweet.
cool.
Also the beginning of the sci-fi horror story.
Yeah,
you
like
know.
any astral horror story that you ever thought of wherein you were supposed to fuck with things that you shouldn't be fucking with, right here is what this is.
Wait.
Who's doing that?
It's a city in China. It's a satellite. It's a reflective satellite that is able to cast down enough moon-like light to illuminate a 70-kilometer area so that they no longer need street lamps.
Guys. Do you want werewolves?
Right? Because this is how you get
'Cause
werewolves.
If you make it always the moon, then it's always a full moon, right? I mean,
It's kind of a really fun thing for like various fantasy RPGs to play with. It's
know,
also
it's super-
very like Dragon Ball. I'm going to make an artificial moon, and all their Saiyans are going to erupt.
What I actually really love about this concept, though, is okay. So it's like reflecting light, like to do that. It's basically gonna do like the magnifying glass effect, and they're gonna go, "Oh no, the angle is wrong!" And the city goes up.
Supposedly, it's been under testing and development for some time now. Like they're actually getting pretty close to launching. But if it works, they will be able to save instantly billions in just lighting revenue.
Power, yeah.
Yeah,
that's
and
pretty,
power use.
that's pretty fantastic.
I had heard of that idea before, yes.
Yeah, we actually did that in America. Set a city on fire with a magnifying glass.
Oh.
Oh, I thought you said that we made an artificial moon. I'm like,
No,
no,
we made
I think I would have heard about
First.
it.
Yeah,
I think you were fine that America did the artificial moon first and best.
America burning its cities down with accidents is not a new thing.
Yes,
That's right.
America burning is.
In this particular case, a guy designed a building that was not well thought out, and the
Parabolic edge of the building.
That's happened in lots of countries.
Yeah.
He melted like a good portion of downtown. Why did we not Google this?
Yeah, we have a building in London that to this day has parking restrictions around it because if you leave your car there, it's gonna fucking melt.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
There's a pretty neat one. I think it's Dubai, but it's basically designed to reflect between three buildings so that at no point during the day does it cast a shadow.
Huh.
It's pretty cool.
Crazy.
Yeah,
Dubai has some wild structures.
it does.
Just a shame about the human rights.
Also that. Moving on. Anyway, sorry.
Now
Was an aside.
that we've detoured off onto strange satellites and things like that, who would like to give me a recap for last week?
I do, but I legit cannot remember.
Okay, that
My
means you
brain
don't
is-
get to do it
My
because you
brain
don't
is
remember.
gone. I went
In fact,
for it.
you
and I was
don't want to do it You just don't remember that you don't want to do it.
The only thing I can remember is yelling at the shower.
I think Tygon did it last week, so he can't do it this
That
week.
is true.
What if
So
instead?
Tygon did, but Tygon actually kind of remembers what happened.
no,
last
but you did it last week,
So
so you
everybody's
don't get to
on
do
their
it.
own.
You're on the bench.
Okay.
This is what I get for not watching the episode.
So it's between probably Lotta and Zev.
What if as an alternative I provided a Miko diary entry? What if I did that instead?
All right, give me a Miko diary entry.
What if I
And we'll
did?
see if it involves me.
Okay, it consists of slapping a whole lot of letters on the keyboard because she can't see very well when she's sitting and also she's got pause.
All right, let's go.
Wait, no wait, that was it. Hang on, I've got another one though. I have a diary entry from before she was Miko. Would that do? Does that count?
Well, I'm waiting. I'm waiting for something.
Okay,
I haven't got anything yet.
okay, fair enough.
Giving me nothing to work with.
Okay, what's Pingu's favorite kind of cookie? Hazelnut.
So there's gonna be no bonus XP
What?
for the group this week.
That's
All
Wait, hold up.
right. So last time.
Hang on. Hang
really
on.
the
I was stopped by Hazelnut. I was disrupted by Hazelnut.
Well, in all fairness, more powerful men than you have been stopped by.
This is true. That's a good.
Few people realize this, but Hazelnut actually toppled the Polish Empire.
This is a good mood setter, though. I like yeah. The Hazelnut. Okay. To me, and co, I guess, to whom it may concern. Tonight, I'm rewriting myself into you, so that you can be what I don't get to be. I've thought about it really hard, and what I want for myself isn't really... I can't do it as what I am. I need to be something different. I know myself too well. I know a lot of pressure, and I know I'll never make it without all the things I've learned to rely on. All the stuff that can be used against me, like duty and guilt and money and comfort and friendship. I barely talk to my friends, and I still think I'd fold if I was threatened with losing them. And every day, I sit here and I make new people from scratch, and I know that they'll enter this same world too, and probably end up with a lot of the same baggage I've got, but they don't need to. I can make something completely independent of all this. I just need to break a few rules for once. So I'm going to, and I'm not telling anyone but me, because if somebody told me not to, I'd probably listen to them. The deal I'm making with you is that you're going to go out there and live the life I can. You're going to be fierce and independent and powerful and not be tied down by anything, and you can come back and tell me about it, and I'll kind of, live vicariously through you. But I think there's another option. And even though you probably already know because you're me, I just want to say it out loud so that I know, because I always need someone to give me permission, I guess. I'm okay with the other option. If you need to, if it's best, if you think that's what it has to happen, I know how this ends. I'm okay with it. But you need to promise yourself, okay? You need to promise yourself that you're going to be everything I never was, and never let yourself be held back, or hesitate, or stop moving. Make your own rules. I never want to find you back here living the same existence I have. You are greater than this. There's nothing left to hold you here, okay? Nothing. Be free. Fly. Activate scan.
Alright. Miko has earned 1 XP for the entire group.
And a dancing
Yeah.
peanut. Don't think I didn't notice.
Yeah, I've been like sitting here just, like
I was
freaking
trying to
stabbing-
break you! It
I've,
didn't
I've been
work.
sitting here just like stabbing myself in the leg with a pin, like I'm not gonna interrupt.
This
I
is it.
muted myself just in case.
That was beautiful. Probably would have been even more beautiful if it hadn't been preceded by Hazelnut and a dancing peanut.
It's fair, though. I mean, we've done the same to Sam. I will accept it.
That was really cool. I liked that a lot, and now we know why Miko is obsessed with trying to fly.
Oh, I thought we were talking about the peanut, but now I'm sad.
We
Okay.
hadn't even thought of that.
No, Svi might have thought
Z measures every word he uses in conjunction with his characters. All right,
This one
so
was three letters long.
last week the party managed to make contact with a unknown individual and managed to use a pre-existing setup from Stottle to get fake IDs for the party and some amount of cash. They made the journey topside just in time for pretty much the last of the checkpoints to get closed down. They got to see firsthand the new corp that is taking over running security for the down below. They were flooded by reporters who filmed them as they left, and they made their way to a hotel where, well, kind of a apartment complex for various corp people, which, using their newfound toggles, Lotta had pre-purchased a furnished building for the next month, or was it weeks?
I think it was a month. It's sold a month in the book.
Yeah. So there is that has been purchased. It has enough rooms for most of the party. It's probably not enough for Stefan and Coco, but Stefan doesn't seem to mind the floor, and he's letting Coco have the couch. Which, I mean, Coco is pretty oblivious to everything. You guys had managed to get everybody in for baths, and I'm assuming you guys had a full rest for the night. The first full rest with real beds, and for some of you, first time in their lives. At about 7 a.m., the lights start to come on very gradually. There's the sounds of birds singing, and soft music begins to play throughout the apartment complex.
Amelia immediately terrified.
Because as the complex's AI comes online and starts anticipating your needs, your toggles are suddenly alerted with various breakfast options that you could purchase.
Amelia is up
Printed
with a
right
gun
at your
looking for
kitchen.
everything.
Oh, breakfast.
Lola's going to get up without much ceremony and looking at her old clothes. Did we have a washing machine or anything in this complex?
I don't know how those things work, because I know, like, when we were on spaceships, I've usually said they like burned our clothes or something like
It's
that.
basically more economical to recycle them, because all you need is energy, and they kind of solve that issue.
Okay. Do we have a clothing printer in here?
There's probably one in the building.
But if, somebody has sentimental attachment to their clothes, they might not be
There's a
informed.
Lolo is just going to get up, have a quick wash, and then she's going to go and find the printer, get a new outfit.
Okay, there is a printer on this floor, and it's at the end of the hallway. It's like in the area where in some hotels they would have the ice. Instead, they have a little floor printer for larger things like clothing and stuff like that.
Miko will also follow her to the printer.
You're gonna get yourself some pretty duds.
We should wear something, and it won't get looked at.
As you guys get down to the printer, you see Stefan actually putting on a fresh pair of boots as you approach, and he kind of waves at you guys.
He cleans up well.
Hey Stefan, how you doing?
Hey, good. How do I look?
You look fantastic.
He's polished his exoskeleton a bit, and looks like he may have drawn on eyebrows.
You look very handsome.
One of your eyebrows slipped.
Oh no! And he starts taking out his toggle, trying to look at the camera view, and he's like, "Ah, my makeup."
I was actually not joking. Like, Amelia would actually be up with a gun, like searching the apartment for trying to find who's broken in.
Oh.
I like to think we actually did just ignore you in the.
Yeah, I think everyone just ignored
I mean,
you.
we
and left
figured you weren't
there
going to
and-
find anybody, and if you did, well, shoot them.
Yeah, basically, Coco's on the couch going, "What is it? Hello?"
Zuri is not ignoring anybody. Zuri is sleeping in.
Zuri's ignoring everyone then.
Did we just leave Coco on the couch all night?
Yeah.
You know.
Seems like a fine place for her.
Well, yeah,
Very
but
little
if we
fancy
put her anywhere
artisan.
else, she would give us the "what are we gonna do on the bed" line, and that's just not something we need.
Yeah,
Zuri
but
go back to sleep and starve.
basically, Amelia, you'll search the apartment. And the only thing you find is you rouse Coco, who is trying to figure out what all the noise is. And other than that, it's just like happy little ads everywhere telling you can buy this and that. Unfortunately, you don't read so well, so it's just pretty pictures with scribbles.
I'm just like, what the fuck is going on?
And there's like there's music that just seems to come from everywhere. And you're used to like devices that make music, not like it's coming out of the walls, you know?
It's like, is this place haunted?
But
Who killed you, band?
I'm just like, I'm reading the room and nobody else is worried, and I feel like I'm overreacting. But seriously, what is going on?
What was it?
I think Zuri is the only one
mumbling.
there.
Just tell her
Yeah.
to stop playing with the noise.
And the only other person in there is Coco, who is worried. So
Yeah.
about the action. Alright, I'm gonna order just some, practical clothing, military
Alright.
surplus style.
Stefan suddenly kind of crouches down a bit because he's a very tall, lanky guy. And even though Miko's a very tall creature, because she is very large,
Mhm.
he still has to crouch down a little bit to kind of get on eye level with her a little bit. And he goes, "Man,
Especially lately, because her head's been kind of down.
ready, but
Huh?
ready, but
What?
hey, can I get your opinion on something?"
Give me a second. I gotta figure out when am I supposed to. I don't know. I've never dressed this body right before. Hang on. I gotta get scanned. Do you mind?
Okay. And he starts like rubbing his hands over your torso.
No, I didn't
Okay,
mean by
it's like
you.
about-
I mean like turn around.
Oh.
I have to use the scanner.
Oh, well, I have to turn around.
She'll use the scanner then.
Alright, he's the scanner. He waits patiently.
She will get something that looks fairly like business attire essentially. It's fairly
Oh, no.
prim actually.
Oh, he actually clicks his mandibles a bit at this, like, yeah.
In fairness, it looks fairly decent because she's already black and
Oh,
white.
it looks decent,
But-
it looks decent.
But it's a
you
little
look so-
tailored, like it's got
Yeah.
buttons and sleeves
A
and
lot
all
of
that.
staring at Miko.
Uh-huh.
Why don't you get yourself something pretty?
I did.
That's not pretty. That's sensible.
It'll work pretty well. We better go make sure that Amelia's not going to shoot up the thing. What were you asking about?
I wanted to ask you about something that might get me shot by Amelia.
Oh, I'm not an expert on that, really.
I
Have you
know,
tried
but
asking
I trust
Amelia?
Your opinion, and you're a good friend, and also I might have swiped left on this one thing, and I need to go check it out. But
What have you done?
I need to make contacts. I mean, we got money, and I didn't have that much on my credit chip.
She
And-
shakes her head. No, yeah, no, we're in a world of hurt.
But Amelia made me promise something, and I need to break that promise. And
Is there somebody that you need to go kill or?
he pulls his medical bag open a little bit, and you can see a jar with a moving parasite within. And he goes, I need to sell something.
Oh, that. Well, actually, there's probably some place you could sell that.
There is. There's some people who don't ask questions. I swiped. I made contacts on Toggle. They want, but I have to go deliver. But I promised Amelia I'd cut it up.
No, give it back to TTI. They'd probably arrange a drop zone for return of stolen property. Oh wait, it wasn't stolen. She like stomps the ground and goes, "Oh, this stupid thing, this stupid contact. We would have to do it somewhere."
As I'm still in the hall by the printer, I don't want to intrude. Have they moved off, or are you having a conversation like near it?
They're having the conversation like a little near it, but you could probably still hear it because Stefan's not trying to hide it from you, but he's trying to engage Miko about it. So he's not. He doesn't seem to think that you are somebody he needs to hide shit from. It's just he's basically just Miko's his one person in the party that has not been fairly civil to him. You know, for the longest.
Lola will just give a side glance over and go, "Yeah, Miko's got a good idea. TTI may buy it back from you, but if you need to go meet some contacts, you might need an escort. We could help."
I don't know if he'll actually be able to get it to them. It wasn't actually stolen. I always thought all of them were stolen, but it's all JD's little cover pip, and he's probably got most of the exits, blocked. In case
Wouldn't
somebody tries
sending
to
it
hawk
back then be a bad...
Yeah, whoever contact you've got, I mean, if they're just general crime syndicate, you might be better off.
Yeah, I'm selling it to somebody pretty shitty, but I know that, like, is Amelia gonna kill me if I sell this?
Only if she sees it again.
I can't tell these things apart. You think Amelia can tell these things apart?
Yeah.
Probably that one. She's gonna glance at Miko and go, "Why don't we send the kids out on some errands and go with him?"
Oh, I guess I'll go out on some errands.
No, I don't think of you as a kid. I hope you realize.
Oh. Okay. I mean, I guess I can go on an errand. I'm kind of noticeable, though.
I'm kind of noticeable.
Yeah, this whole
I think
thing's kind of noticeable.
I think we just run with
Proud
it
and
then.
proud.
Alright.
Couple of lips out with their very average friend.
Maybe we can... I don't know. We should probably get rid of this pretty quickly. It's not a solution, though. We need income, not money.
And then we look for...
This tied over itself figure thing out, because we go back, or we go other city, or we do something. We not stay back.
Miko's kind of right. We may want to arrange a job or two just to make sure we have something coming in. Because if we try and, I think if we try to strike at JD right now, it's gonna fuck us.
I'm gonna do a science check and see if it might actually be worth more if we part it out. Because that would solve both problems.
Okay.
What do you want for difficulty?
I'll say difficulty.
They're fairly complex creatures. I mean, you can kind
I'll
of set
say
it wherever you want.
I think 2 or 3 on this.
Okay.
I'm thinking I'll give you it on a 2 because you've made the checks on these things before, and
Okay.
she does know some things about TTI.
Oh, my character sheet crashed. Hang on.
No.
How did your character sheet crash?
Well, it didn't. My whole word processor crashed. Of which that was part of it.
Oh.
Alright, simple sheet. Science is not amazing, but we'll try. This roll. You said difficulty 2?
Mhm.
8 plus 1. This is on a 10. I'll bump it.
You'll bump it. It's
Yeah.
brand new day.
Yep, it's brand new day.
Alright, so you bump it. So yeah, you know, you might be able to part it out for more.
Hey, she'll look at it and go,
You have to find the right contacts. That's the big
you
thing.
might need to find some new contacts. We've got enough money to last us a few days, but if you cut it up and part it out with its organs intact, you might be able to get more for it.
I don't have a lab here though.
Oh,
We could probably rent one.
well, that's going to end up
That's more
costing a lot
money.
too. We might be able to...
Break into
No,
one.
we get caught. There's observation everywhere. Maybe... I don't know. She kind of shuffles around a little bit.
Could make arrangements. One party gets the party one as payment for use of the lab.
Oh yeah, yeah. Maybe whoever's going to buy it is probably going to have a lab of their own. You might be able to agree to do the work in their facility.
Maybe. Stefan not so good at talking to people though. Stefan find one buyer already, not sure. Want change.
Zuri talks to people.
Zuri shoots people.
Well, yeah, but that's what happens after the talking. We got a new printer. Maybe we can dollar up a bit and go try to sell something.
Guys, I've torn this whole place apart. I can't find anyone.
Oh, hi.
Did you
come out into the hallway?
Yeah.
She'll like pad over to the room and look into it and see if it's actually been like desecrated.
I was probably like mattresses flipped.
Okay, well
There's
at least you didn't
basically
break
a
anything.
cowering Coco on the couch because there's just been so much noise.
There's probably no one else in there except the building's AI, sweetie.
Like, for what?
You've been hiding from the computer. I mean, which is fair because the computer has been shooting at you fairly often.
They have a computer that turns music on.
It actually does a lot more than that. It probably runs most of the building.
Which reminds me, we should probably pay a little extra for privacy.
Oh, yeah, that might be good. Oh, we don't have any money for that. I don't know how you're gonna get food. I don't know how I'm gonna get food.
Yeah, I've got some cash to spare us for a bit.
Hey, we have cash. We don't have income. That's the difference. It'll
but
go away in a week. We've got 5 people.
We'll look for something.
So just go find somebody who needs someone like, beaten up or something.
It doesn't work
it's a
that
little
way.
rougher up here.
I don't know why we came. This is a stupid idea. I never should have suggested this. She
Yeah,
slumps in the corner.
second.
You know what? I'm getting out of the plan business. Amelia, you're back on plan. No, wait, no, you're not. Lotta, you're on plan business now.
Yep, got it.
I mean, it's got to be work. I mean, somebody's got to need like, something smuggled or run. I mean, some of us could whore.
Hang on.
I can't, folks. Folks don't take to me.
So, my parents used to do runs
Stefan
out.
tries, no one likes it.
My parents used to do illicit runs, right?
Yeah.
So they'd have to have contacts. Would I
Yeah.
know vaguely how they'd go about it?
You would vaguely know how to do it, yes.
Okay.
You might actually, because she's a Seraph character, right?
Yep.
So
Yep.
you already know of police officers with Seraph contacts who might currently be a little upset that their Seraph contacts were burned alive. Like, there are crooked cops already in the system we might be able to go to.
Yeah. Well, she's going to pick up her printed clothes and she's going to wave back to him. Going to go use the. Do we have a smart screen on our room? We must do. And she's going to head back to our apartment and look for the nearest smart screen.
Miko
Which
is
Yeah.
going
is
to
active.
look over at the that printer again, and then look over at Amelia and be like, "Do you want like better clothes?"
What's wrong with these?
Well, I mean,
They stink to high heaven, kid, she says, walking in.
I was okay with them, but my nose is funny.
Stefan, don't smell anything.
I mean, they seem pretty normal to me.
Well, how long have you had them?
Okay.
Like in like weeks.
Like,
I can't count that high.
You know what?
in
I'm
like
gonna
years.
assume that perhaps it's time to freshen them up a little bit. And she's gonna go over and
yes.
activate the recycling program. And do you care if they come out looking exactly the same or?
I don't know.
Okay, well it'll save us money if we don't get a perfect scan.
So I don't. I feel like I maybe should get like, I don't know. Should I wear the same stuff? I mean,
Well,
Stefan thinks you
maybe
should
it's
wear a
gotta be
dress.
looking for us.
Yeah, but there's a lot of people to. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm off plan business. Here, go
Short
shopping.
skirt
She's
on.
gonna.
I'm off plan business. Go ask Laura.
She's gonna slap the virtual mall button and hopefully get a holographic like storefront to appear because I think that would be glorious.
This is a horrifying experience for you, Amelia. All clothes, racks upon racks, people modeling them constantly, doing poses and smiling.
Just
It's
appears
all
from
glitz
the
and glam.
printer as
There's,
like a yeah.
unnecessary waterfall that going on, and there's just like fireworks occasionally. It's just a visual nonsense going on. Every once in a while, strong enough for whatever that kind of
cog formulated for
formulated factor.
Lana's going to lean her head out the door and go, "Oh, use the point to teleport function. Don't try and walk through the virtual mall. It's really sickening."
Oh yeah. I was never particularly good at these anyway. I usually just kept all my stuff in one room. So you didn't like transport to another place or anything. It's just an image in the air. You can't really touch it. But don't stick your hand in any of it for too long because it's gonna think you want it.
I want.
There's a ka-ching noise as you look over, and Stefan's had his hand on a hat for a really long time.
Stefan, money. They need to eat. We all need to eat.
Just printing out. He puts it on. And he has that sly look of, Stefan has to go now.
Right. Standard clothes with no social bonus. Are they 1 credit purchases?
It's kind of up to her. I think they're not like expensive necessarily. Like the recycling one is usually supposed to be the cost of what it would cost to get things dry cleaned. So
yeah, so I would say
maybe
probably
5 credits?
I'd say 1 credit for recycle, and it'll be like probably up to 5 credits for outfits for displaying.
Right.
Like, hey,
I
I don't think I'm gonna be able to afford any of this stuff.
not
This
for
place looks
very
like
long.
super fancy.
I mean, that part over there, yeah, but this stuff we can do.
I'm like, this just like appeared out of the air. I mean, who has this?
No, I mean, I guess most of us. Here, she'll like kind of scroll the area a little bit. I mean, I kind of get what's going on. Look over, just pick any of these. These will be fine.
It's like, can I go back to like not this place for a while? I'm gonna just go sit down. I think that's what I'm gonna do.
Oh, did you want here? She changes the scene to someplace more relaxing that still has all the clothes in it. It's now like a
It has a
jungle
bench.
scene. There's a little, projects a new bench on it. Looks like a log. There you go. It's a tree. Trees are relaxing.
The fuck's a tree?
That's a relaxing
What
thing.
has Amelia ever seen a tree?
No, probably
before?
not. It's like around it.
Meanwhile, Stefan is actually stalking his way down the hallway towards the elevator, in like Pink Panther style fashion. Doo-doo.
I mean, I guess you can use the non-holographic mode, but that's really slow.
Like, I'll tell you, man, somebody else just pick something.
Well, I mean, the AIs are supposed to be pretty good at it. Hey, room, can you like scan and fit the personality?
Yes.
Do that thing.
Yes.
All right,
They-
just let the room dress you. You'll be fine. Sure. She'll walk off before seeing what comes of this.
Leave the poor terrified Amelia. Yeah.
Alright, 1 second. Sam needs to look up this outfit so she can link it.
Uh-oh.
How intelligent is the room?
This I gotta see.
So, this
You just
is
get-
the room.
You're just gonna link the
Right.
open boob sweater? Is that what's gonna get linked here?
Oh my god.
I was about to say Harajuku fashion.
Yes!
It works.
Wow.
Yeah, with the hat and everything. It's that whole thing.
Good lord.
Yeah, so that's getting
am.
printed out for you.
Yeah. I think with this building, this will be our party in a couple of days.
Good lord.
She's trying so hard to be so edgy, so you know, of course it's gonna go with that, right?
I don't think Zuri would mind so much.
So yeah, it prints out this very strange outfit that you have never seen the like of at all.
Probably aren't sure how to put on, really.
Yeah. You might need to go get help.
After a while of trying, I'll just like poke.
Are you just trying in the hallway, or are you going back to the rooms to do this?
I imagine she's just trying wherever she was, just like, okay.
So right in the hallway next to the machine. You're basically doing what Stefan did, but Stefan, you know, was putting on like
you just put a hat on.
stuff.
Oh, before that.
I have to go break a promise.
What?
What?
Oh, Amelia
No,
said it.
Stefan.
Oh,
He has to
yeah.
go break a promise.
Yeah.
Stefan's gonna go break a promise.
Not Amelia.
Um,
Amelia's gonna like freaking try desperately to get into this extremely complicated outfit for a while, and then
The AI is going to try and like direct you on how to put the clothes on.
I'm gonna end up yelling at the AI to shut up because robots don't tell me
There's
what to do.
basically like
Okay.
a 3D hologram of you is going to show up and start putting the clothes on properly, and it has no issue and does it in like 15 seconds.
And it's smiling.
forever. And
I know.
it's smiling. And it
Um,
does that cute little thing where it like puts its finger up against the side of its chin and smiles, and then does a cute little slight bow.
Amelia doesn't like this at all.
when Amelia starts here yelling, Lola is gonna like walk into Suri's room, shake her awake. Suri,
What's
your baby's
what's
yelling at the
happening?
computer. Go help her.
Oh, I had such a nice dream.
Yeah. Now, welcome back to reality. Up.
Oop, there goes
Oh, yeah,
gravity.
Mom spaghetti.
Alright, Zuri will help. And there's probably a moment of squeeing. And, oh, that looks so adorable!
You just get like no response, just like deadpan.
You will see that like the personality profile on the printer is set to default.
Is this what the surface is? You think?
Oh, while she's there, Zuri is probably gonna get herself an outfit as well.
Right, I also bought 5 outfits. I spent 15 creds. 3 outfits. I mean,
Allie, we have nobody.
I have 1,455 credits.
I have almost 3 grand.
No money. Oh, so you guys haven't bought your surgeries yet.
I ain't buying surgery. I can't afford surgery. That's why we need a job. I would like to on the. I assume this room has some smart walls.
Oh yeah.
Just put my toggle on one, and first I want to look up who is the majority corp holder for this town. Like who, air quote, owns it.
It is Progenitus.
Hey, Miko.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's me. Yeah.
You find it a bit odd that Progenitus Town would let a TTI Security Corp take control, no matter the disaster?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know too much about who owns the entire thing.
She's flicking the wall where it says Progenitus.
Why don't we do a this would be a perceive for you to go through history, stuff like that, right? And go searching through the data.
Okie dokie.
I think that would be a perceive, right?
Yeah, mind perceive.
Mind perceive, yeah. We'll say difficulty 3 on this one. This is a little hard.
I'm not gonna learn anything. 6. Nope.
Alright.
So I'm running with
Yeah,
that assumption still.
Something's not adding up in your mind.
And I mean, surely, even with the fuck up, IPF would have had some solid contracts, right? You don't just break contract like that.
I think so, but usually there's some kind of stipulation about, lack of faith or inability to actually deliver.
Oh, it just seems weird. Oh.
You can probably
Yeah, sure.
find the actual contract in Public Archive, though. If it's a public security thing, you can usually look them up.
Hey, building.
Yes.
Has there been any news reports on the IPF contract break recently?
Yes. There are 45 news stories regarding this information.
Can you start playing them in order?
And it starts cycling through various opinion polls. A lot of it is a lot of kind of seems like a bunch of biased news reports at the beginning of it, saying that this has been 15 years in the making, that the IRPF has been letting us down. How many attacks did we have to go through? How many times have we had our hospitals violated? How many times have our children been taken? How many times have our, whatever? And then, finally, this corpus took a stand, and they have always been there. The ones that have always made a difference. And, they go on about the people from Geyer. And, it goes quite a ways into it, and then they start talking about the CEO of Geyer a little bit, and they're like, and everyone remembers, how they're the most vested in cleaning up those streets down there because of what happened, with their wife, and also not only that, but what happened with their father and the original founder of that company. And then they go back to going, this has been a 25-year-long, thing of this has been building up, and it has finally reached its breaking point, and finally we're making, the changes that need to happen. And we have to remember, just because someone's known for something doesn't mean that they're going to be good at it. The IRPF might have been selling us protection all these years, but who were they protecting? And they're kind of, it seems like there's a lot of negativity that's being directed towards the IRPF. They start talking about protests in front of the building that the Geyer is running. From unemployed IRPF officers that are basically, saying that their methods are inappropriate, and that that they are violating contract laws and things like that. There's a couple VODs from conspiracy nuts, and they seem to think that this is all like one big ploy, and that the TTI is just getting ready to put something in the water, and all this stuff, and that Geyer's been trying to get a hold of that property down there for who knows how long, and now they're getting access to it. And it's a whole lot of supposition.
Seems to make a lot of sense until they mention that guy from Battlefield is actually the guy from Homestuck.
But a lot of it has like a lot of different ideas behind it. They kind of meander around, but any of the main news organizations seem like they are 100% behind Geyer for some reason.
Well, it certainly has the media paid off.
Yeah.
And she's just going to close it all. Well, I suppose none of that changes what we're going to do to him. So, speaking of that, she's just going to look up nearest place to acquire legal armament.
There is a couple. There are a couple depots in the area you can go to.
Yeah, those of us that don't have weapons we can carry around the street should probably get them.
I don't really think that's gonna work anymore.
Why is that?
Well, I mean, there might have been something to it, maybe, back before when they still had an operation underground, because the thought was that You know, their soldiers were down where the fighting was, but they don't have an operation underground anymore. All of their people are probably up here. He's probably in a fortress now.
Well, we'll just have to figure out how to bust the fortress then.
Well, you generally need an army to bust a fortress. We don't really have that. Plus, there's an awful lot of civilians in the city. And I think you should probably talk to Amelia about how many people she's willing to kill for revenge.
Speaking of Amelia, at that moment Zuri is dragging Amelia back into the room, having managed to dress her up properly.
Was the dressing successful? I must know.
Oh my god, she is so kawaii!
Okay, that's not okay, but that's...
Look how adorable she is! Isn't she the most cutest?
That's some real old school fashion there.
It's apparently back in style again. Yeah, that stuff cycles.
Cool, I guess.
Yeah, it's very, I don't know, cheek. I don't know.
You look good?
She looks damn good.
Thank you.
If only she had the makeup to make it work. She's
That
the
rage
eyeliner.
can be.
I didn't really think you'd pick that style, but you wear it fairly well.
The computer picked it. I don't know. I guess they thought this is good.
Oh, well, I mean, if that's what the site said, then yeah, that's probably right.
She's gonna like nudge Miko with her elbow. I think the cute thing might be picking up on some insecurities right now, you know.
I mean, you still look killer. Rar. My dude.
Clean my guns.
My dude. My dude will always be forever a thing.
Wait, where the hell is Stefan gone?
As Amelia goes to clean her guns in the Turgica cosplay, Miko will kind of like tilt her head sideways and go, you know, this might actually be worth some money.
Well, I haven't set the room to the private yet, so it's probably recording. But speaking of which, I'm gonna pay an extra charge to not have our stuff available for streaming.
Alright, that'll cost you about 25 credits.
We're gonna opt out of Twitch stream.
Yeah. Okay, 25
You
creds.
have to opt out. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't opt in, you opt out.
I will list that as privacy.
Yep, privacy is on.
Which
Privacy
is a
stream
shame,
is on.
but I suppose privacy is a good idea.
Right, kids. I'm gonna head out and get myself a pistol or something. Anyone's welcome to come along.
Oh, could you bring me one?
I don't remember how the legality of this works.
Oh,
Hey,
good point.
she's gonna look up whether she can buy armament for someone else that isn't there.
They can purchase it online and you can pick it up.
Alright, I suppose I'll head to this store. Bring up the catalog, please.
Alright, so you bring up the catalog for short range armaments.
Alright, sorry, what do you want?
That's just some pistol. I don't know.
Well, pick one, girl.
What happened to our guns?
We have them, but mine is a rifle, and hers is a big sniper rifle.
Okay, fair enough.
Not exactly legal street carry.
Just wanted to make sure that they hadn't disappeared somewhere.
Yeah.
No, you guys have them in the safe in the building because you guys can't be packing them around all the time because of your street.
Lola just doesn't want to be walking around the streets completely unarmed.
I lost
Yeah.
my shield
Oh,
several
okay.
sessions ago.
This is gonna fit under my arm.
Aw.
When did you lose it?
I used it to chuck at somebody, I believe during one of the car fights. And
You picked it back up though, because
no,
that's
that
why
was
you
a
didn't get that.
that was a different situation. It was used
Oh.
after that and never retrieved.
Oh.
Well, we can get you a new one.
What do you mean it's not going to fit under your armor, Amelia?
This outfit, it's not gonna fit under my armor.
Well, you won't
It's not
be wearing that
supposed
anyway.
I think if we need to armor up, then you'll probably wear something else. Do you want me to pick you up a bulletproof vest, sweetie?
We can switch you into your battle corset.
Are you making fun of me?
Yes.
Oh, Amelia, dear, we're gonna print you out a body glove you can wear under your arm.
Yeah, I used to watch that show when I was a kid. What was it? Battle Made 1D Arc or something? It was great.
I had all 4 seasons. Plus
I
the
don't
It
know.
was 4 seasons?
Yeah, they don't.
It was just
because
starting
they
when
didn't
I just saw it.
translate with the friggin-
I don't. What are you guys talking about?
Oh, marvelous media. Oh, media. Oh my god, she's not experienced media.
I'll show you later.
There's so much to catch up on.
Meanwhile, Stefan has checked in on your guys' little community thing on your toggles, and he's got like a selfie of him having an ice cream cone.
Oh, look.
Guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. You're confusing me with a lot of these words, and I'm starting to take them as disrespect.
I don't like words I don't know. Look, she's gonna walk up to Media and pull her into a soft hug. Relax.
Alright, this should be even more offensive now.
Just relax. This is still gonna be strange and alien to you,
Yeah.
but we're gonna make sure you're fine.
Okay.
Nothing up here can hurt you.
Everything up here can hurt you.
Look, just don't sign any agreements you don't understand.
Don't sign any agreements. Gotcha.
Miko, dearest, honey,
Huh? What?
shut up.
Oh. Okay.
There's a,
Stop making the poor underworldlers think everything around you is gonna kill them.
She
Oh,
might
you're
live
gonna
longer.
convince me it's not.
well, things around here aren't likely to kill you. They are likely to lose your money, though. So, watch that.
I mean, I'm pretty used to that. That's not different.
It's a little different.
Yeah.
Right.
it's-
Okay. So do you want me to pick you up a bulletproof vest, dear? Walk around in public safety, or do you feel you'll be all right?
What? Are we okay? So we're going out without armor?
Mm-hmm. See, civilized people don't tend to walk around in full armor carrying big rifles. It's not done.
Okay, well then our money troubles are over because we can just take whatever we want.
Because then the people who are walking around with the rifles will get upset about it.
Yeah. You know what the Seraphs were supposed to be? Protectors, guards, and that.
Uh-huh.
They actually have that up here properly.
Okay.
Like for realsies. You hurt someone on the streets, they will come to you. And you see all these walls and everything?
Uh-huh.
They're basically always watching us. They'll have no trouble tracking us down. That's everywhere.
Which,
Sounds like
speaking of
something that
which, we turned on the privacy mode in a Progenitus town. We might get a knock on the door sometime soon.
Yeah, they'll likely be a little suspicious of that, but you know.
That sounds like the kind of thing that they tell you when you're a kid, and then you start testing it, and you find out that nobody's actually watching. I know how to do this.
Mika will slap the nearest wall panel and hear the room tell it not to get slapped.
He's like, no, trust me, I know how to pull jobs, so we'll be good.
Okay. Alright.
You wanna come help me find something?
Yeah, sure. Who, me?
Yeah,
I guess.
you can watch my back like they do.
Punch. Your back just was hit twice.
Bing bong.
The welcoming
bing,
party is here.
bong.
She's gonna go hide behind the bed.
Just,
Who is
I'm
it?
Bing, bong,
putting my
bing,
camera back together quickly, just like, what the fuck is that?
Keep that hidden, and she's gonna go and answer the door.
It is a very disheveled-looking porcupine vector. She's got a large set of glasses that kind of accentuate the size of her eyes, and she's probably about 4'10", probably. Looks up at you. She's kind of got grungy-looking clothes, like grunge the style, not like quality of cleanliness. Yeah, she looks up at you, and she's holding a basket. That says "Welcome to Possibility," and it has a bunch of assorted fruit and energy bars and pamphlets.
I want the
stuff
theme of
like
the basket
that.
to be these might possibly be good and they might possibly be bad.
Excuse me. I understand that you guys might be new to the area, and
Oh yes. Hello.
yeah, we just wanted to extend our hospitality to you and to remind you that we are a good city, and we hope that you won't cause any trouble here.
Oh yes, certainly. Hello, I'm Winona. She holds out her hand.
Oh, hi, Winona. My name is Eileen, and you can meet me at any of the major public systems desks. How many people are in your guys' party?
Oh, there's she counts in her head quickly. There's 6 of us.
Oh, that's amazing. Will you guys be staying long? Are you looking for work?
We'll be staying a short while. We're we're starting up our own little Mercorp. Nothing big, you know. Just
Oh, that's just adorable. Well, make sure you fill out the proper paperwork, and you know if you need any assistance, there's lots of information on the local sites.
She kind of like does that thing where somebody who's trying to like peer into the room without like entering the doorway. But she's also a lot shorter than you, so
Yeah.
it's
Amelia
kind of
is,
easy
like,
to body
hiding.
block.
Amelia is like hiding around, like
Oh.
the corner of the door with a weapon.
Malas, are you representing a corp or just a personal visit?
I'm actually here on behalf of Progenitus Welcoming Committee, and she actually whips out a card.
Oh, she'll take it. Thank you very much.
And it's all like hologrammy and
Yeah.
cool looking, and it immediately uploads information into your toggle. A big thing comes up. Would you like to accept terms and conditions?
Zuri is trying to pull Amelia away, just like shaking her head. Oh, no need to shoot people. No.
Like Amelia's just like, this bitch is asking a lot of questions.
Well, thank you for visiting us, especially in this rather rough time. I know it must be quite busy.
It has actually been quite terrible, but everything's gonna be better now. It's really unfortunate that we couldn't make it work with the IRPF. We tried for so long. It's just, I mean, we have to do what the populace wants, right? I mean,
Yeah.
it's you could.
I mean, it's certainly breaking new ground, TTI Corp, right?
Oh, it's disgusting, really. But like you said, it's gonna be new. It's gonna be different.
Yeah.
I mean, they've at least been in the city for a really long time, so.
Yes, but TTI of all things. She just shakes her head as if like the state of affairs.
She nods very kind of dourly, and she actually takes her glasses off and wipes them a bit, and you can tell she's got a little misty-eyed just thinking about it.
Back in my dad's day, this would have never happened.
Yeah.
And also,
Still.
the contract really isn't beneficial to us at all. But
This is very one-sided.
you haven't been keeping up, have you?
I'm afraid not. We've been a little busy.
Oh, the agreement is they're getting the land underneath.
The entirety of it?
As they get it cleared, yeah. That's how we're paying them.
That's ridiculous.
I mean, we were getting like 8 attacks on hospitals a week. That's more than one a day.
Would you? Do you have any recommendation?
Haha! Breast. Okay.
No, just
Oh. Ha.
no. She'll tap her chin for a second and go,
Well, I'm kind of a big fan of the originals, but if you turn to channel 455, I really like Sundance and Flemmies. They have a really good talk show that they do. and they've been kind of like trying to get both sides of it. Unfortunately, I think that somebody's paying off all the networks.
It all seems very biased, doesn't it?
They've been just trashing the IRPF forever. I had so many friends that worked at the IRPF, and they're getting ported out of town.
Yeah, I suppose they would be pulling a lot of their people out, wouldn't they?
Yeah, they've already vacated 2 of the major precincts.
What is the world coming to?
You know, it's just not what it used to be. I mean, this city was supposed to be, you know, all about new beginnings and starting over. And now we're starting over with TTI. How disgusting. Anyway,
Yes.
I shouldn't be talking about this. We should be talking about you guys, making sure you're happy here in the city, and I hope you stay forever and ever, and that we'll see each other all the time, okay?
Well, apart from the whole unpleasantness with TTI, this seems like a very nice place.
Oh, it's amazing. You're gonna love it here. I mean, the founding,
Just don't go to the
people-
hospitals. They get attacked more than 3 times a day.
The original founders that relaunched the city about 30 years ago had such a vision, and it's just a shame that it hasn't gotten to go the places that they hoped for.
As a stranger, what were their names?
Well, you see, their names were
John
she-
and Dorian.
no. There was Jordan Wells. There was Damask Gazette. And
That still works.
what?
It's still a JD.
Why does that still work? That's a Gazette.
No, you said
Jordan
Damas.
and Damask.
Yeah.
Damask. Okay. All right. And Phil Spledger.
Well, I'll have to look into them. Thank you.
Yeah, I think that it's just the shame what happened, especially that poor girl. I mean, it was a shame when Pledger's daughter died. But anyway, you guys get all settled in, and I'll see you in the neighborhood. Perhaps we're having a big community bake-off this Friday.
Oh.
Do you know how to cook?
Oh, I've printed everything my entire life.
Oh, that's a shame. It's actually really fun. We've been having things in the community hall. We're teaching people how to cook, and we're gonna have a big bake-off. We're making brownies, actual
Ooh.
brownies from scratch.
It's
gonna be
community
so fun.
community classes. I'll have to look
Yeah.
into that.
Now we do community class. This is a possibility. It's all about re-educating and reforming us into being the best us that we can be.
Watch Amelia win this competition.
Mm,
She makes like jerky.
well, I appreciate the visit. Thank you.
All right, and she offers her hand.
She'll shake it again.
She'll shake, and then she will depart down the hallway.
You see, it's great because the
Very-
last time I heard this character, she was running from Jason.
Now, the last time you heard this character, he was actually like trying to tell everybody that there were doppelgangers, guys, and they're trying to kill us. Alright. That halfling died.
Nala will close the door, throw the fruit basket onto the table. Don't eat that. And
Oh, it's fruit. Those are healthy. They're yummy and full of stuff, you know, for those.
yeah, but it's unwrapped and from a stranger.
Is
Yeah.
it oranges? Because like,
There are pears and apples and bananas.
but no oranges.
Oranges. Yeah.
Disappointment.
Yeah.
So through that, Zuri was like, trying to pull an Amelia back. Hello?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello?
Like as by the end of that conversation, Amelia is like literally shaking, just like grinding her teeth.
Okay,
Pat, pat.
well,
But
well,
Shoulder.
Amelia, that was a perfectly normal conversation. People ask questions. You can't shoot them for that.
it would end really badly. Okay, well, we'll pop up and rest our head on the bed. Anyhow, I mean, that went about as well as we could have hoped for.
It's like,
Boing! Your guys' phones update again. This time it's Stefan in the park.
Next it'll be Stefan on the beach. Do, 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 do.
Oh, he's having fun.
Alright, well,
there's like, yeah, fucking new possibilities for who though, and she just like storms out of the room.
yeah, society's
into
very
another
unfair.
Yeah, we have 2 rooms total plus the bathroom, so I mean,
Yeah,
I guess you
storm-
can go into the other
storm
ones.
She just storms into the bathroom.
Just gonna
Meanwhile,
shake.
Coco's looking around on the couch. What's going on?
Oh, Coco dear, what's going on is we're gonna get you a pretty new outfit. Come with me.
No, pick your gun first. She points at the wall.
Ah,
I
that
don't-
one.
What's a gun?
Not you.
Oh,
What is that one?
basic
Let-
handgun.
Probably. Let me check real quick.
MC.
If you're just looking for point, you want to go for the MCIR.H-10R. I wouldn't recommend the Crucible. Those things tend to just like annihilate people in their gear.
Yeah, but two problems. I don't want to annihilate their gear, and I already have an annihilate weapon.
Yes, which is why I recommend against it.
Oh, I thought you recommended it.
Oh no.
Who would ever?
Yeah, no, just basic handgun.
That's a basic handgun. Okay, put your dog on there, pay for it. I ain't paying for your gun.
Okay. Shh. Jesus.
Chop chop, we got things to do. I don't know what things, but we got things to do.
Nico, we'll
Alright.
go back to grab Amelia. Are you coming or?
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
All right, well, good, because like I kind of need you to you know do that suspicious thing that you do.
What do you mean?
I mean my cunning disguise, while it hides my sleek and subtle form, does not necessarily change the fact that I'm wanted for murder. So I kind of need you to make sure I'm not being followed.
Like, okay, yeah, I can do that.
Okay.
I mean, you know that they think that I blew up the city, right?
A person thinks that you blew up the city.
Okay. I just get up and follow.
It'll be fine.
Like trying to figure out how to strap my gun on this dress.
We should change your hair dye though.
It actually pretty much washed out when she took her
Mostly
bath,
gone.
so she's actually pretty much brown all over now. Actually, she's Kiara colored all over now. That's going out.
Did all the gray
She's-
wash out
she-
too? Was that?
all the gray washed out, so she's all that honeycomb yellow.
Yeah, I think you're safe.
She's actually got a very good disguise for factor of being
Yeah,
clean.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, just by being clean, Amelia doesn't look like herself anymore.
Yeah.
Right, I'm heading out, kids. You'll be safe.
Bye.
Oh, sorry, would you look after the... I don't know what she's... Coco.
Yeah, I will. Don't worry. We're gonna have fun.
If you take her out, stop her from being... She's gonna walk out the door.
Stop her from being. She just got permission to kill Coco.
If it is at all required.
Or decided. Alright, so who's all going out and doing what?
I'm just going out to pick up weapons.
I'm going to. Nico is going out and kind of walking around along the sidewalks, attempting to look fairly dog-like, so that she's not like just drawing undue attention to herself. Doesn't look terribly pleased about anything. But she's
When you say dog like, you mean like dog lateral vector, or do you
Yeah.
mean like dog?
no, just standard kind of lateral gait as opposed to serpentining all over the place. So she just
Are
sort of
you
looks like
quivering with the effort of not serpentining?
odd dog. No, she's pretty subdued in general at the moment.
I'd like to point out you have an implant that wants you to go does want you to go.
It's being fought.
Okay. Just saying, there is some effort that would have to, you know.
No, it's gonna eat your XP.
It
Sorry.
wants.
It hasn't donated
wants
anything constructed
to
so far.
You've used it for lightning to kill people. What are you talking about?
I haven't.
Yeah, you've used the lightning attack. Hit people with it.
There was the one time that I had a fight with it. At the time, it wasn't compatible with the weapon I was using.
But you used it when you were on the car, on a car hood, on top of a car. You lightning
Yeah,
somebody.
you did shock somebody once.
Oh,
Yeah, you did at least once.
There's been one, so it's
Okay.
been sated. So she'll look around. And she'll look back toward Amelia. I want to go find what's left of the IRPF or some kind of news agency and see if we can figure out where Aaron ended up.
All right. So you two are doing that. Are you being
you're-
left behind, Zuri?
Sounds like it.
Well, I mean, you could feel free to volunteer to join anybody.
Yeah.
I just like, you coming?
I did kind of promise to look after Coco.
Bring it with us.
I don't think that would be a good idea.
Leave it here.
Coco will touch your hand and go, it's okay, I can just stay here. You'll be back, right? I don't like walking around anyway. It's scary.
Yeah, but I mean, what if you get hungry or bored?
Scoot
Kinda
that fruit basket
always-
over to her.
Kinda always bored. And maybe if you just eat some food and put it close by? You're only gonna be gone like a while, right?
Unless we die.
And the house will keep me company. It makes noise.
Oh,
Hold
right.
on,
Here.
Hold on, guys. I got this. I'm just gonna put like half a bottle of liquor by her. Like there. That's in case you get hungry and bored.
No,
She
we're
tries-
not.
She picks up the bottle and tries to chew on it.
No,
Yep,
give
just like that.
give me that, Coco. We're gonna. No, I'm gonna give me that. Amelia was joking.
My teeth.
Amelia was just joking. Come here. Give me that. We're gonna put that away. Glare at Amelia.
It's mine now.
But it's no. It's not healthy.
You have to open the top and drink what's inside.
No.
Where's the top? She's groping around.
Put
Just
the
She's
open
mirror-
blind.
Mako will turn on the TV for her so she's not completely bored.
Next on Biggest Loser, 9014.
She'll pick some
And-
kind of
and-
action flick, something visual heavy so that she's got a lot of entertainment to deal with.
She's
Yeah.
blind.
Oh, I'll turn on the closed captions.
Match the square.
Closed captions are a gift if you have children, because if you start to feel guilty about them watching too much TV, you can mute it
them
and put
read.
on the closed captions, and now they're reading.
Mm-hmm.
Interactive reading.
Yeah.
Guess you're cruel.
You wait outside at the front like for me. I'll be out in a couple of minutes.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, and Zuri's gonna set up everything for Coco. Some food nearby. She's gonna explain what to tell the computer to get some music or tell her stories, whatever. And she's gonna put that liquor bottle somewhere where she can't get it.
She's holding that.
Coco,
She
dear,
has no possessions. This is all she has. The first thing that's been given to her. It's hard.
Coco, dear, please, can I have that? I'll give you a different one.
Will it be as good?
It will be better.
That's a lie.
Okay.
Just let it.
Shut up,
let it
Miko.
get drunk, Zuri.
My name's Coco.
Let Coco have the drink.
I told you to wait outside, all of
I
you.
leave for 5 minutes and they're trying to get the transcendent entity drunk.
So there's no proof of that aside from what Miko insisted on, and the fact that she's lacking most of her organs.
Yeah. According to Stefan.
Yeah, I'm still not risking giving her alcohol.
According to somebody who has more organs than really he should.
And after he examined her, more than anybody should.
So it's gonna, I don't know, get a bottle of fruit juice or something, and give her
Alright,
that
you're
one
gonna
instead.
print her some fruit juice? Well, it'll cost
Yes.
her credit.
What?
You
How
have
much?
to buy food. It's gonna cost her credit.
Well, yeah, of course.
So the delightful thing about it is there's the option for orange juice, and then there's the option for fresh orange juice.
Mhm.
Both of them are printed.
One slightly pulpier.
And one also says from concentrate. They're the same price, but people like that taste. So it's all about texture and taste. All right, so you get the you get her a bottle, and she sloshes it around in her hand. She seems to just be happy to have something that's it's basically a solid object with something inside that she can do something with. It's just kind of like maybe has a rattle, right? It's tactile something to do with, right?
Yeah.
And as you go for the door, Zuri, to head out, you hear her soft voice pipe up, and she goes, "House, why do we live?" And
We're
you
gonna
hear
come
like
back to the AI having an existential crisis as well.
I'm betting that the house has a pre-programmed answer for this that follows company.
No, it's probably
Well, you see.
it's currently alerting all of Progenitus's like suicide hotlines, so there might be somebody in this building.
Hey, we said privacy.
I know. That privacy means they're not selling footage of the room.
Yeah, it means YouTube won't be alerted.
Yeah. Still in a Progenitus town.
YouTube, I think, mean
It
live
just-
leak for
it
this
just
scenario.
means the potential suicide won't be live streamed.
Yeah. Alright, so you guys get out in the hallway. You've long since gone ahead of everybody else. The place that you picked out was actually very close by. You don't have to take a car to get there. As you round the corner to short range Arsenal, you find the littlest storefront that you have seen.
Marvelous.
It is clearly owned by some micros.
Can I fit
And,
into this storefront?
They have a counter, apparently, for street access for people who are differently inclined than them, but
Right.
you are not going to be able to go inside. You can see the little windows for the tiny entrance, you know, for the about two foot tall, you know, vectors and or so to get through. Or it basically has like now with new Lumen tech, you know, and you know, blah blah blah, you know, check us out. You know,
I
full
get
power
it.
munitions at less size.
Allie, they're small arms dealers.
I know, right?
Ah, they want to cut a little deal. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Goodbye.
Right. Is there a button to press
as
at
you
this
go-
counter or something?
Yeah, as you actually get up, there's a little ping pong.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah,
somebody
no.
going to a 7-Eleven. And the at the counter, suddenly a lateral raccoon pulls himself up into sight. Hey,
Hi there.
what you want?
I've got a pickup for Winona DeSato.
Stefan?
No,
Oh.
not Stefan. Not Stefan. I'm just He licks his lips and he goes, "Now let me look at my. Yeah, got it here. Okay, already printed. ID.
She'll put slide the toggle across.
Yeah, and he'll confirm, and I go,
Yeah.
alright, blah 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 blah. TO, you know, agreement. You will not unlawfully shoot people with our guns.
Yeah, keep it
blah, blah.
concealed, the usual affair, yeah.
Conceal.
Yeah.
I do not have to have you sign any of our RPF paperwork. So.
Yeah. How is that affecting you guys?
Oh, Oh, it's great. It's great. It's great.
Not looser?
Oh, yeah, sold 3 rocket launchers this morning.
Oh. Have this lot changed the carry rules?
Yeah. They're hiring a lot of mercs. A lot of mercs.
Oh, might be business for us then. Oh,
That might be, if you're looking for it.
oh in that
And
case,
he starts pushing little packages with his little, like, raccoon paws at you.
is he doing the packagey grabby feet?
Yeah.
Looks like he's trying to
Both
watch
hands.
them.
Yeah. And he starts shoving him up there, and he's got like a little bandana on, which for no reason just has a bandana on. And he goes, "You new in town? Passing through?"
Setting up shop while we set up our own little Merc Corp. Don't know if we're gonna stick around, but you know, it's a place to stay.
Well, I got frequent buyer program. Come back.
Oh, okay. Actually,
My friend.
well, if the rules are a little loosened up, able to get some hot spots from you?
Would you like to join the Deadpool?
His mouth turns into like wall to wall, like sharp teeth smile. How many you want?
Let's see, what are my cargo capacity?
Seth,
Huh?
Ellie's going for the pay-to-win approach again.
As long as she shares.
Oh, Ali has no toe on these things. Yeah, what? I'll take 4.
If you buy 5, I can throw in a repulse.
Deal.
Alright, I'll sell you 5 and give you a repulse.
Okay.
You have to pay for it, but I'll give it to you.
And could I pick up a surefire pistol as well?
Let me see if I got patent on that real quick. One sec. Which I actually think I have to look at the buy spot stuff, don't I?
If you wanna, check for rarity and stuff.
Actually, it's not. What's the rarity on that gun?
It's Gear Score 1.
Is it Gear Score 1? Okay, yeah, Gear Score 1. You'll find it. So yeah, yep, got one.
Oh, marvelous.
Yeah. Don't mind the pink handle. Unless you want me to print another one, if I can reprint it.
Nah, the pink's fine.
Alright, somebody was buying this for their kid.
Oh.
But I'm
It's a good first gun. Don't have to aim much.
I know! So I told them it would be great. And then they decided, oh, it's too dangerous to shoot guns. He's He tries to spit, but he doesn't really seem to be capable, so it's more like a hairball.
Ridiculous. I've been shooting since I was yay high, she says, motioning down before glancing in. No offense, you know.
Hey, no skin off my nose. The people, the folks in the back might be a little uppity about it, but hey,
uppity.
you know.
Thanks for your business.
Thanks for yours.
Winona, she says, holding her hand out.
Nice to meet you. Name's Rick.
Rick.
Yeah.
I'll probably be back.
All right.
I think there's going to be a lot of businesses in this town.
Oh, I hope so. We could sure use the influx. We're just a small-time business here, and we're hoping to expand, you know.
Huh.
We're just lucky to have any space.
I hope you get a nice big business. I'll see you around.
He gives you a weird little salute.
Yeah.
And the little storefront where you're like that little counter, like the little front part kind of comes back down and seals up because they don't want people just kind of leaning over and in.
Lots of little mice screaming as people lean into their store.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, Amelia and Miko and Zerdy, what are you guys doing?
Miko was going to be trying to go to as close as she can get to for various news sources to see what happened to the little kid who was saved from underground. So she's gonna look over to Amelia as she's going. So I might need you or maybe Zuri. Yeah, maybe Zuri, I guess, to kind of be a face to go where we couldn't go. the way I see it, Aaron's either on the street someplace over here starving, or somebody adopted him, which makes him one of the few people with actual income that we know up here.
Here, give us your pocket money.
We need your
I mean, it's but if I remember correctly, that did sound like they would have wanted to make a great deal out of it. So we'll probably find it on the news. And she's just walking to the nearest smart surface and puts a toggle on it and starts going through the news.
This will be a mind perceive. We'll say difficulty 2.
Okay. Where is my there?
Unfortunately, a lot of the story got suppressed as a result of other more interesting stuff came up. It's like suddenly there was a city explosion and...
Okay, fair.
Hmm.
Mind perceive, you say? No.
Yep. No skill.
No simplifications or anything. So.
Okay.
Maybe.
Alright, you can find the initial footage of them leading Aaron down a street and this weird little dragon hemi that seems to... It's a very sweet scene, and then they kind of close on the door and all you see is get out of it is this beautiful like white picket fence house with little holograms and a beautiful white pristine house with the holographic lawn. And
Oh, look at the adorable little sister he has now. It's so cute.
Wow. Well, it looks like money.
Kid, we're robbing your family. Help us.
there is no information of directly name and address because due to protection of a child, they wouldn't have posted that information on
But
news stories.
that's where Plan B comes in.
What is Plan B?
She'll sit down in front of the kiosk and go, okay, so I mean they got him someplace nice, which is good and all, but he's still one of the few people that we actually know on the surface that might have some form of income or contact. So it would be nice to figure out where he's at, and if maybe the people who saved his life a few times and got him up here could possibly get an allowance of some kind before we end up completely screwed. Anywho, that leaves us with contact number 2. He couldn't have gotten up here if there wasn't already a network in place with the Seraphs and the IRPF. And all the IRPF are being chased out right now. That's probably going to displace a few people who are a little upset about all the burning that took place down below. So we got to catch those people before they vanish, which might require somebody who could either recognize them or speaks gang, like you do. You speak gang, right?
Real good.
Okay, well, so we need to go find displaced IRPF officers and see if, like, I don't know, you can recognize a patch, or maybe, somebody's got like the right glower. I don't know what you use.
Mostly, I speak to IRPF with bullets and, sometimes fists.
Oh, I forgot about that part.
Yeah.
The wrong gang member with you for this plan.
Well, I mean, these are kind of the ones that we need on account of, like, they worked with the people down there that we're kind of working with now, or ish.
Yeah, the ones that paved the way for JD to pull this off.
I think that was actually mostly JD. Or them. She'll point up to one of the buildings.
Like, yeah, well, if one of them if they had been smart enough to do something about it.
Alright. She'll look back over to the RPF thing. Oh, I can't really go there
I've been
myself.
trying to get them for 5 years to do something.
She will look over at the building and turn back around toward the hotel again.
Is there somebody we could? Did they say the names of the people who adopted Aaron?
Nope. It was kept like the secret for, you know, privacy of a small child.
Wow. So...
I know, so inconsiderate.
Why did they pay the privacy fee?
It's like they thought, oh, there'd be all these people non-stop harassing Aaron.
It's like so we can't find her.
We probably still can. It's just more difficult.
Oh, okay.
You might be able to use the picture, I don't know, to identify it from above, but it might have been faked, or they might be trying to hide it. I don't really know the town very well. I was kind of counting on finding somebody who might have known there already.
We could. I mean, they got like companies and stuff that set this up.
Well, yeah, the RPF.
Okay, so if we find the right ones and ask hard enough, they'll probably tell us.
Well, I guess, but that's the thing. If you ask like a normal one, then you're just gonna get a no.
They're not gonna know. Yeah.
If you ask one that isn't actually working with the Serifs, they're probably gonna get upset about it, which isn't gonna end well for us.
I like to think while they're going over this, Loster's walking down the street just trying to cycle through IOPF contacts. Frank, you picking up? Frank? Fucking voicemail.
So, like, we need to find the ones that were already friendly to the cause down there, because they're the ones that are going to have a vested interest in helping.
No, I don't like that.
Don't have to like it, just have to do it.
Heard that before.
About this time, guys, the Toggles will ping again in the group chat that Stefan has set up because he's trying to, you know, encourage the game to be amazing. He has posted a picture of himself taking a selfie with what looks to be like 6 other female vectors in various brightly colored outfits. It looks like one of them's got like bride-to-be on her shirt. And there's a lot of alcohol in everybody's hands.
Wow, the Snapchat filters have gotten really good.
Wow, he's found himself a hen party.
He apparently has found a bachelorette party and has introduced himself.
A lot of them will post a thumbs up to it.
It's like... I don't think Amelia has checked any of these.
Yeah, there's every once in a while there's just this ping coming from Amelia, and Amelia's like, what the hell was that? Looks around.
Immediately looks around.
It was the wind. The wind up here makes bing noises.
Every so often, you know, eventually it's just like, why does this thing keep making noise?
It's the message. You're getting a message.
Are you okay, by the way?
Yeah. I mean, you're the one who's so worried about, you know, being up here and stuff. You got a message. Go check out the message. Look, it's Stefan. He's having a good time, I guess.
Uh-huh.
She's
You
cute.
seem kinda... I mean, you don't really seem like Miko. You kinda seem like... me?
Well, call me something else then. If we're not gonna go over to the IRPF, we should probably head back to the hotel. We're just standing out here being suspicious looking.
Well, let's just go do something. Zuri, help me. Why does the thing make noise? I'm just like handing it to you.
What do these symbols mean?
Dear, it's like Miko said. You got a message. Look here. You see where on that icon where it has the little dot with the one in. You just gotta push that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Read the message, Amelia.
It's like, okay, what then?
It's got speech to text.
Speech to text? That doesn't help her.
And the other one. The opposite one.
Oh, and the other one.
And then you see, look, this is an adorable picture Stefan has sent you. Look, he's having a good time.
Huh.
Look,
Yeah, look at that.
Her outfit is kind of like yours. That's cute.
Amelia, how often would it have been just so perfect to be able to send an immediate image of your location to somebody who was working with you?
Pretty damn great.
This this technology is so infuriating.
Was that something like Nico actually?
No, it's just an out of character thing of like.
I really wanted to be something that she had.
No, I'm just reminded of the fucking scene from Castaway where he's got the lighter at the end of it. After
Yeah,
all the
Mr.
fucking
Rice,
time, he's
yeah.
just holding up the lighter going, this was like a year and a half of work to get the fucking fire started.
Nice. After a couple minutes of there's yet another bing, and you can tell that he still has an alcohol in his hand, and it's not so much of a selfie, but he's partially in it. And you can tell he's taking a picture of the street, and you can see a lot of people in IRPF uniforms that are apparently doing a march.
Can we identify the street location?
You can see the name of the bar he's at.
That should help.
It's Gulp and Blow.
Amazing.
Like it,
Yep.
Bill.
Mhm.
Alright.
They sell all sorts of things there.
Liquor and Coke, from
I'm
what I
not
can tell.
surprised.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know that he's calling for help, but I will ask the system anything about a march near this location.
You start catching news feeds for Progenitus. Various news sites start saying that there is a march going of basically the now unassociated IRPF members apparently marching down the street, trying to get recognition from the community of the effect that this is having on them. That they're basically the displaced workers. And they're doing a march in protest of the New Deal that Possibility has signed with Gyre.
I will look for a feed of it and just say, well, see if you recognize anybody.
Community perceive. I'll say difficulty 1.
For Amelia. Yeah, none of us are going to be able to recognize
I'll
him.
also say probably Lotta could do it from her.
Yeah, Lola's looking into it herself anyway.
Mm-hmm.
See, my community perceive is 1.
Is it still 1 for me, considering I would not have recognized these faces? Yeah, I mean, I think Amelia's looking for people that... I recognize his chin from when I beat the helmeted son of a bitch up.
Yeah,
I have a 7. They all look the same to me.
Let's see.
Yeah. And it's actually fitting that that's the way you feel about it.
D8 plus D10
They all,
plus...
to Amelia, they just all look like a badge.
Fucking hell.
You reroll that too?
No.
You just woke up. You're fine.
Yeah, you have an all night on you. What are you worried about?
Fine, I'll re-roll a D8.
What are you worried about?
Wow.
There you
Okay.
go.
That
Wow.
worked out.
You actually recognize about 4 people in that crowd. 2 of which were very closely working with the sheriffs and very sympathetic. There is Mo and
Larry?
no,
Oh.
Daryl.
no, it's Mo and Jericho.
Mo and Jericho.
Yeah.
Jeez Louise.
I was just really
No,
kind of
Louise
hoping
isn't
for,
there.
like, Larry, Mo, and Curly from the law offices of Do We
Louise
Cheat and
already.
How?
Jeez and Louise already transferred to a different city.
Yeah, they've already left. They're gone.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to ask my toggle to start directing me towards the location of the march, and I'm also going to just quickly say, did I have contact information for these guys, or just know of them?
You just know of them. Because at the
Okay.
time you didn't have a working doggle.
Yeah. Yeah,
So-
right, I'll start heading there.
There was no reason for them to share toggle information with you guys. So, yep. You can start heading that way. Are you gonna message the rest of the group and say you're heading that way?
Yeah, she'll actually do a group call.
Okay. Group call's enacted. Beep, 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 beep. Which it's gonna start ringing and not stop ringing for Amelia until she answers.
Eventually I'll just be like, Zuri, it's doing a thing. What do I do?
Push that button. It says here you're getting a call from Lotta. And just push that button to.
You turned on the video
does it
cam
say that?
feature.
Like, where does it say that? Just like looking at you flatly.
It's probably a
She's
lot
not
of.
even looking at the toggle.
No, there, that icon, there.
I hit it.
Alright, you got a video going.
Hi there, everybody.
Hey, Lotta, what's up?
Zuri, got your gun. Seems Gaia have lifted a lot of the weaponry restrictions around here. I'm heading towards the march right now. I have spotted 4 friendly faces in the crowd.
Oh, well, see, I went with the wrong people, I guess.
Huh?
What are we gonna do with it?
Wait, hang on. Zuri, where are you?
Yes?
You with the others?
Yeah,
Who's watching Coco?
The house.
the building.
The house? Oh, let's hope that goes okay.
That's cool. I gave her like half a bottle of liquor.
And what do you mean wrong people,
I
Nico?
took the bottle away. Don't worry, Coco does not have any alcohol.
I was trying to find contacts, but I mean, you might have done it better.
Well, I mean, I do know some of them.
That's a good
Anyway,
start.
I'm heading there. I guess I'm. Are you guys anywhere near?
Yeah, we're on the corner of the street that we're on, which I will report via the corner.
Alright.
Yeah, you're on the corner of Angle and Link.
The length and angle. Just the corner of angle and dangle.
Right. I mean, Gaia probably have eyes on the march. You can all meet me there if you want, but I don't know if it's a good idea for us to cluster.
Probably not. Maybe we'll watch from the house.
Okay, you just keep eyes on it.
Okay. I guess I
Or
could
you
go
know,
try to find
stay in
other
nearby
people.
streets maybe, just in case.
That is a good idea. We will be nearby.
Right there, IPF. We're probably gonna want to grab better firepower.
We're not hunting the IPF, dear.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, they're not trustworthy.
Whew, man,
They're
that
more
is
trustworthy than these Gaia people.
that is some delicious chips. Right, I'll see you guys later. Just gonna hang up and
There you go.
keep heading.
Alright, so who's going where?
Go to the break.
Miko is going to briefly look around and see if she knows any of the areas around here from like a past life, friends or whatnot.
No, you didn't watch that show in your past life.
That's good. I've been spared.
You have been spared so much. No, I don't think you really spent too much time here in your past life.
The past life was fake anyway, but it will fill her with even greater depression, and she'll turn back to the to the hotel.
Back to the hotel. All right. Is there everybody else turning back to the hotel?
Where everybody knows your name.
I want to go with Lotta.
Are you going with Lotta? All right. So you make your way across town towards where Lotta is. Zuri, are you going across town?
We agreed we shouldn't cluster, so I guess I'll go back to our room as well.
You know, the one least likely to actually raise a red flag will go back, but the one that's probably most wanted will go meet up with Lotta. And go...
Oh, Jesus Christ, and the one that doesn't know city life is now wandering off on her own.
No, the one that's actually like gonna like violently get into a fight. The best part is she's probably gonna go on foot the whole way, so who knows what.
Yeah, that's 100% the case.
Yeah, so this is like, you know, like 10 miles out, Allie, because somebody hired himself a car and went for the day
Yeah,
and
I
has
will
been
rent.
enjoying himself.
I will rent a car to get there myself.
Yeah, so Amelia, you're on foot for a long time, and your toggle keeps trying to tell you which way to go, but you can't really figure out how to work it. So this will be fun for a while.
After, like, I mean, there's gonna be a while where
I feel so
like,
bad now.
like, noise box, tell me how to do the thing.
Setting name Noisebox.
Thank you. Robot does what I tell it to for a change.
Did you read Scalzi's
Robot.
Old Man's War? The brain pals, you just name it Shithead. Listen, Shithead, tell me how to get there.
In 3 kilometers, turn left.
Okay.
In 2 kilometers, turn left. At legal location, U-turn.
What?
No.
That doesn't. Stefan needs to show up in a car and be like, "Get in, loser. We're going to the parade."
Oh, Stefan doesn't want to do that right now. He's doing all something.
I'm gonna say about as at the time as they arrive back in the room. Zuri's getting up. Should probably check on Amelia.
She's right back there.
She's gonna call her.
She's not
now
with
your phone
us?
is Bring, bling, bling, bling.
I'll hit the
You have
thing.
a call. Video call activated.
It's like, hey.
Amelia. Oh, you don't hold your phone like that. I can look right into your cleavage.
No, that's your chin.
It's like, I'm gonna hold it however I want. What do you
Can't tell
want?
me how to. What? I thought you were with us. Where are you now?
Like, I went to the parade.
But we weren't supposed to go to the parade.
Did you get there all right?
No.
I told you Lana was on plan duty. Her plan was to have us not all be on the parade.
No,
The
our
parade
plan was to not have us
location is
cluster.
9 miles.
Did your Toga case just say 9 miles? Are you walking?
Well, what else am I gonna do?
Use public transportation.
Oh, okay.
What's that?
Well, there's a car there.
Just like, I don't really know how to, like, I'm gonna have to wait till somebody starts this and then take it.
No. Oh, great, Ghost in the Machine. Don't just take somebody's car.
Like, well, what else is public transportation?
We can order her a ride. Let's just do that.
Yeah, it's probably easier. Explain it later. Stay where you are. We're gonna order you a car.
Okay. So, what are you guys up to?
Just
Well, we got back. I
As
think
you guys get up to the room, you open the door and Eldritch Horrors await. There are 3 suspended black portals into who knows what.
did she invite friends to watch the show?
Guys, I found the coolest thing.
Coco's eyes are no longer white. They are filled with blackness. And her hand is no longer just misty. It is actually her entire arm has turned into a black vapor.
So who
And
knew
she
that
seems-
like biting and alcohol wouldn't do it, but leaving her alone with herself for a few hours, that was the trigger.
No, you left her alone with an AI that answered questions. All her questions.
Coco?
Miko's gonna step in and be
she-
like,
she
"Whoa,
seems very
hang on a second."
unresponsive.
There is no Coco, only Zool.
She is very unresponsive. The room actually feels like it is probably 20 degrees colder than when you left it.
Okay, don't reach into any of the holes. And if you do, don't pull anything out. We'll just end up with more of her.
Okay. Miko,
This is happening while you're on conversation with Amelia, by the way.
Amelia, the car's on the way. Don't hurt anybody. I'll call you back. There's a
I
problem.
make no promises. What's the problem? Do you need me?
You wouldn't be able to get here particularly quickly. She's gonna port the camera over and do you see any of this, or does it just kind of come up as like fog?
As you point the camera over there, Amelia, you see like a nega version of Miko poking its head out of one of the portals.
Do I see
looking
that?
at you. It opens its mouth, curling back its lips, and you see teeth that are probably like 3 feet long that seem to just be growing out of the orifice that has opened. You guys don't see that though.
You guys might want to turn around.
Is Dracomasar in town?
Indeed.
So, just-
No, that's if you don't turn around.
Oh, right.
Oh.
Oh.
Miko is actually going to look rather enthused about this new process. So we've gotten progress. Look, something happened.
Can they see that?
Yeah,
when they look?
awesome.
No, they see nothing when they look.
Amelia, if
But you can still see it, and it looks like it's reaching out towards Miko.
There's a do you not see that the thing that's reaching out for you?
Huh?
the
No,
monster
I mean there's some
coming out
black
of the
portals.
portal?
Oh, are you seeing a thing? Hang on, let me look through the camera.
Oh, that looks really creepy.
Oh, that looks really creepy. Guess I'll back up a step.
what the
Towards it?
actual wow!
Uh,
I'm
Whoa.
coming back.
She'll
I'm coming
back up. This seems like a somewhat more immediate situation than you coming back is really going to fix. Why don't you just wait for the car, and we're going to close the door here for a second.
That's a good
Go
idea.
back into the hallway,
And
right?
she'll go back into the hallway, and then she'll close the door with Zuri on the other side of it.
Look,
What?
my,
Wait, what? What? Why? Hey!
my rifle is by the bed.
Zuri, your screen will suddenly, cause your vision basically has red text alerting, temperature dropping, temperature dropping.
No, I closed her on the hallway side.
Oh, you closed her on this hallway side? I
Yes.
thought you closed her in the room.
Yeah, I thought you left me in the room.
No, I
Yeah.
closed you on the hallway side.
Oh, okay, you closed her on the
She
hallway
closed
side.
herself
Okay.
in the room.
Alright.
Oh,
So you- the temperature is dropping rapidly in the room that you're in, Miko. It's actually to the point your breath is starting to make like little snowflakes start dropping out.
Okay, so are we making progress here? You seem to have come out. What are we do? What are we at? What are we doing?
Guys, my rifle is by my bed. Just go ahead and plug that thing and see if it closes the.
I already bit it. It didn't really do much. I'm trying to find other actions now.
There's
no,
a kind
no.
of a tearing noise, and
Amelia,
on the
I'll call you
wall,
back.
You see another
No.
rip starting to
Zuri.
happen.
Hmm.
no, Zuri is hanging up.
This room may become an issue sometime soon.
she start pounding on the door. Miko, no, whatever you're doing, don't do it. Let me back in.
She's gonna look over really quick at Coco and see what kind of physical state she's in.
She looks actually very kind of pallid. A lot of it looks like, if you could think like the blood had drained from her face a lot. Her head is kind of tilted up. Her mouth is open. There's kind of like a mist seeping out around the corners of her mouth. And like I said, her arm seems like it's gone from where it was just a slight mist around her fingers, that it looks like her arm is mostly just made of mist from probably the elbow up.
Hmm. Are you ready to
It
go
doesn't look
home,
like there's
kiddo?
actually-
Are you
like,
bringing
much to
friends,
it.
or are you looking for a way out? I'm gonna go with lay out. She's going to charge and basically kick her into the nearest hole.
Alright, yeah, you go and charge her. Give me an attack roll.
Where is my sheet? Oh, 0 to 3.
Okay, that does not work.
I'll re-roll the 1. I've got a boon. There we go.
Alright, you come flying in for the kick, and something hits you. Solidly. You smack into something in between her and the target.
Oh, there's new things.
Suddenly you feel something impact into you.
There's more new things. Okay. I guess we'll back up a little.
And you see the bottle that had been left for her earlier, the alcohol bottle, start kind of rolling across the room on its own.
Do you want her? And we've been trying to figure out what to do with her. Hang on, let me see if I can focus the camera. She like fumbles the camera around.
It's another like negative version of you that seems to be batting around the bottle like it doesn't even notice you're there.
Oh, sorry I kicked you. Are you guys here for? I mean, you can have the room. Are we good? She's gonna go back up a little bit and open the door again. Yeah, I don't know if it's like quite as immediate a threat problem as it looked. They're sort of just fooling around. She says to Zuri, who is in the hallway.
Sorry.
Tygon's like, wonder who she's talking to.
They open the door.
Yeah, for a moment, I thought she was just talking to herself.
Open the door. I mean, I ran into one, and now it's playing catch with the bottle. So I don't know that it really cared.
I don't know. This is your area of expertise, Miko. Is this?
Well, it's
is
not.
this okay?
I mean, I'm a random like geneticist. I don't know anything about this.
Well, you know more about it than I do.
Do you come in peace?
You know I am.
Not you.
Oh, sorry.
I'm trying to think of what the right word would be for this.
No.
How about no?
Can I get an endure saving throw from Miko?
Yes.
We'll say difficulty 2.
Why is it so cold in here?
It seems to like it better that way.
They have connected a portal to Ali's room.
We are actually sapping all of the cold air out of Ellie's room as we speak.
Oh, Ellie must be happy with that.
Yeah.
Plus, what is my endure? Not grand. Oh, good roll though.
Oh.
Wow.
Alright, it is fortunate you do well. There is a sudden tugging, like something tries to rip you off your feet and pull you back into the room.
Did it? Something's got me!
And you manage to stand against the yank. And but you definitely felt like it was like 6 hands had grabbed a hold of you and started trying to pull you in.
Oh, no, there's something in here that's kind of handsy. You might want to grab whatever you have that's like important, because I think we're leaving the room.
Okay. And Zuri is grabbing Miko.
No, I meant like the gun and stuff.
Well, the gun is in the safe.
Yeah, Amelia's gun is the only one that's in the room.
Yep, and that shouldn't have been in the room.
But Amelia said that over the chat thingy, so Tygon's character should know it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, if there are eldritch horrors going around in there, Zuri's not gonna run in there to grab a stupid rifle.
Oh, I gotta do everything myself. She runs in there to grab the stupid rifle.
What? No! Wait!
Alright, I need endure saves, difficulty 2 from Zuri and from Miko.
I am going back to the apartment, by the way.
Yeah, I figured you are. Unfortunately, you were, hustling the other way, so you're gonna get there probably soon, but not immediately.
I don't know when I would get there. I just wanted to make it clear.
I'll bump that up.
You gonna bump that up?
Yeah.
All right. Again, those hands are all over you. But Zuri, I need your save.
Yeah. Just a second. Just was looking up.
You managed to resist it, but they're definitely trying to pull you, Miko.
Oh yeah, no.
Their hands are cold and tingly.
They're doing a touch. I'm gonna get this one, and then I think we're gonna go. You can have it. I'm glad you came to visit. You know, don't rot your brain with television.
What's the difficulty?
2.
Okay. And your was body exert. Oh.
I think it's.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Alright. You doing anything, or is that it?
I'm gonna reroll one of those.
Alright. Don't roll less.
I'm trying.
Don't try to roll less.
Yay!
Alright, cool. Alright. Zuri, it is the creepiest feeling. It feels like 6 different people have put their arms on you, and there's like sensor warnings all over your body for extreme cold as things of weird shape are touching at you and trying to pull you in a direction. They keep trying to grab at you as you make your way, as you're just kind of standing there in the doorway. They're definitely trying to, and then you see Miko come just hightailing it by with this gun in her mouth, rifle held high.
Zuri's like making slapping motions. It probably looks like she's trying to slap away a fly or something.
Mm-hmm.
Basically flailing at these.
Yeah, you're flailing and stomping and trying to get them to leave you alone.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Miko
Miko, you feel
will-
them grabbing at you the whole way.
I will get outside, and then I will go back and grab the back end of Zuri and pull her.
Alright.
Ow! Ow! Ow!
Yep,
Ow!
let's
Not the
get
tail! Not the tail!
one more endure roll from both of you. Same difficulty.
Oh, oh,
Oh.
oh. Zuri gets through.
Alright, so you yank Zuri back, and then are you re-rolling anything, or are you sticking?
I don't know that I can afford to. I think I will let it go.
Alright. As you whip your head, flinging Zuri forward, her wheels start rolling. Yipe! Your back legs go out from under you. Something grabs and starts pulling Kara Ann towards the television.
Dana, something's got me! Dana, I'm gonna have to come back for every season after this because I couldn't get a movie career, Dana!
As you see.
Actually, that was
Miko
Riker who made that line, so I suppose I'm just gonna get fat and go direct.
Oh. But basically, what you're gonna see, Zuri, is suddenly the legs just get ripped right out from Miko, and she's being like half dragged, half carried. It's by an invisible force towards a pulsating large portal.
Yeah, I've tried to carry a dog like this before.
Going back in and trying to grab her.
Alright, I'm gonna need a body exert athletics check from you.
Oh, you're gonna love
And-
that. I have a fault in that.
And also, we're gonna do another endure.
What's the difficulty on those?
Shoot,
We're gonna
shoot.
say difficulty 1 on the athletics, but it's gonna be difficulty 2 on the endure. We're gonna-
So 2 for both, basically, because of the fall. No, wait, fall is different.
Notice how the legs don't bend on this maneuver; they just snap.
Okay, I'm gonna roll the endure first.
Alright. Alright, good.
That was
Good.
good. And
So shake them off as you go rolling in.
And athletics, you said difficulty 1.
Yeah, but it's like difficulty, or it's not difficulty 2, but you have a fault or a complication.
A fault.
A fault. Okay.
So you
I
just
have
get to fuck with it.
Yeah, you just get to fuck with it if you fuck up.
Yep.
So, which I will.
I expect you to. Okay,
Alright.
body exert.
Nobody expects you to.
+1.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Alright, you managed to yank Miko free as Miko's lower torso started to go into the portal. Oh, that tingled, Miko.
I'd like to not be, hauled off into Neverland. Let's go.
No,
Alright.
my Miko! You don't get her!
Alright. Hey, are you guys gonna just bolt for the door now?
Yes, please.
Clearly, we're
Alright.
not welcome
But
here.
aren't you going to save Coco?
Yeah, what about Coco, guys.
I tried to say
Coco,
Coco.
she's fine.
All right, so you guys rush out the door. Luckily, before they decide to grab you again, because as much fun as another endure save would be. At that point, though, Amelia, you're going to be at the doorway watching as Zuri and Miko come diving out. Black portals everywhere. There's a.
She made those 9 miles fast.
Well, she didn't get the 9
She had
miles.
9 miles to get to the thing, so she wasn't that far.
Yeah. It was 9 miles the other way.
Yeah. All right, so you come in seeing them as they rush out through the threshold. You can see Coco kind of in this strange pose on the couch. The bottle of liquor occasionally bouncing and rolling its way across the room.
Miko will close the door behind her. Just should've- I think Coco is going to take that room, and we should probably get a different one in another building.
Our stuff's in there though.
No, it's not.
It
She
doesn't belong to us now.
Coco's stuff is in there. Here's your gun, though.
I had to get it in my mouth.
She's pointing to it on the floor. She looks distraught and perhaps a little confused.
However, I have to ask, is she more colourful now?
No.
No. Nothing's going to cheer her up.
Yeah, nothing can cheer her up.
Not
Alright.
even Eldritch Horrors.
Well, she's approaching it from the concept that this is the sort of thing that everybody should be very concerned about. It wasn't a approach from a research standpoint. It's like
Well, now you know how I felt about the sudden lack of coolant raining from the sky.
this is
from
all
the
very
ceiling.
bad news, and it's probably going to attract the authorities, and we're going to get in so much trouble for it.
Well,
Meanwhile, Lana's thinking, I bet the guys are having a really nice relaxing time.
like I'm just gonna like open the door and look in there. It was like, she's doing this, right?
I don't know. Why would I know?
Because you know these things,
Hey,
apparently.
Amelia, can you give me an endure save?
Oh, for Pete's sake.
Oh, don't open the door. Something keeps grabbing. Oh.
Difficulty 2 endure save.
Also, there are mines.
What?
God dang. So that's body exert, right?
Yes.
Plus my resolve save bonus.
Yes.
No.
You endure safe.
Endure save.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Which is probably 2 for you.
Yes. Wait. Yes. No, it's 3.
Oh, okay.
Plus 1 from something somewhere.
Yeah.
So. Words. What was the difficulty? I'm sorry.
2.
Okay. That's an 11.
You might want to
Alright,
bump that
you're
up.
going for a ride.
Nice.
You're suddenly yanked down to the ground.
You have all
as
kinds of points. Use them, damn it.
you're pulled out from under you.
We're not going back in. We just got out.
Yeah, but aren't you just curious?
A little.
Ah, what the hell?
Goodbye, Kara Ann! As you get sucked towards the black portal.
Okay, going back and trying to.
Nico will
Yeah.
shoot the portal.
You're gonna shoot the gun?
It's the only thing I still have. I can't really drag her back. We keep getting yanked in. It's kind of the only thing I've got left. So actually, I will shoot the only entity that I can see, which is what's her name?
Suri.
Coco.
Shoot Coco?
Yeah.
Alright, give me a shot on that.
I'm not the greatest aim, by the way. So here's hoping.
Also, I think that it increases your difficulty because it's not meant for a lateral.
That's alright. I just can't move and shoot in the same round.
Okay.
So I have to stand here and shoot.
I thought there was issues with the fact that, you know...
There's issues with operate, but I can't move and fire in the same turn if I don't have a push frame.
Oh,
I thought
you know,
it would
you
be
should really
worse.
get one of those.
Yeah.
I thought it would be worse than that, being that you don't have digits that easily fit into
Got
a
a
gun.
tongue.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like if you stack too many negatives on it, who would want to play a lateral? I gotta like jump over 6 hurdles just to fight like a normal person.
True. I don't know, I had to have a body sock for the longest time.
Alright, so let's roll 2d8 plus. Do I have anything in ranged? Ranged? No. Okay. Here's hoping. What kind of bonus does this gun have, Amelia? What's its accuracy bonus?
Amelia doesn't know.
What weapon is it?
Is it my rifle?
Yeah, because that's the thing that's out here.
Where do we find my stuff on there? That is accuracy 1.
Here's hoping. Nope, that's not very good.
Alright, you fire wide.
The
The room goes whoop, whoop. Because you know firearms.
Well, I'm in it again then. Fuck it.
Yeah, they'll hit her at range because they aren't protecting her from range hits. Yeah, you hit her in the head, and blackness seeps out of her forehead. For a moment, her head turns to look at you, and she mouths, "Mi Coco," and then almost like you know how the creatures from Predator, when they open their mouths, they do that weird kind of
The four-way prong thing.
the four-way prong thing. Her face does that,
And
but
from
it
Blade
splits
2.
straight down the middle. And then like black tendrily things just start coming out of her. The entire body just dissolves into blackness.
Oh,
for
she's
a
one
moment.
of the dogs from Stranger Things.
It's Parasite.
Aw.
That was a bad idea. Don't shoot her again.
And her whole body just kind of seeps apart into this mass of tentacles and writhing tendrils that go everywhere. There's this weird flickering across the room as these blackened shapes on all fours suddenly come into being and being visible, and they all just slowly turn their head in the direction of the doorway. You can see one of them with its teeth bit around Amelia's feet.
I would like to shoot it.
Do you have a gun?
I have my Surefire.
Okay, give it a shot.
What's my? Oh, it's always 2, right?
It's always 2
Yeah.
on shooting.
It's always 2. So.
Well, no, you are in close combat.
Oh, so that complicates it.
Yeah.
I think so,
Okay.
so it's 3.
Point blank
That
shooting.
is plus.
So
Hold
it
on.
would have been difficulty 3 though. So is that would have been worse, or is it?
No, that's what I rolled. It would have been it would have been a die step higher than that
Okay.
if it was difficulty 2.
Okay. So what is that?
is plus
If
5. So 13.
13. That misses.
Oh no.
But it is very cold and oozy, and the portals start to arc a bit of kind of purple lightning about them, and a high-pitched noise has started.
Can I shoot it again?
I would probably say we'll have to go into initiatives.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I assumed we were.
I was just letting you guys get a quick reaction thing there.
Okay.
I'm just yelling. This is because you wouldn't give her the flicker.
Can we do a quick attempt to just yank her free if she's only being held on by one thing? Because otherwise we're going into combat missing a party member and it's going to take the rest of the night.
Well,
I'm okay.
I was figuring you guys were probably going to try to do that in your initiatives, but yeah.
Okay. We can attempt that there. Let me roll. Do.
Otherwise, I have people going, but I just want to keep shooting it, and it's like, okay.
No, I want to get free and run away.
Yeah.
I was going to yell at the room to call security.
Don't worry, security's coming. It's been discharged in the building.
Since we are still the registered owners of the room, hopefully that would get us some protection. Where is my initiative bonus? I know I've got one. It's over here. There
Mine
it
is
is.
plus 2.
And I have 3 readiness left for reroll.
Although I will say, technically, the registered owner of the room isn't there.
Yeah. true. Alright, I will add you because you didn't add yourself. Antagon, you rolled a 13. And did Amelia roll to run?
I got an 8 + 2. It's not showing up, but I have +2 initiative, so I have a 10.
We're not good about adding your bonuses.
That makes me have to like type out the thing when I've got all these nice macros at the bottom of my screen.
Oh, you know you can actually make it so your macros will let you add bonuses.
I know, but
Alright, because I'm lazy and I don't want to have to try and find something, we're gonna add Stefan as the enemies. That'll work.
cool. Then it'll be much easier for Zuri to hit.
Ow!
Wow.
Right, they are apparently going last. So, alright, Zuri. Amelia is shooting at this thing that has grappled their legs and started pulling them in.
I will try and pull her away from it.
Alright, give me a body athletics. Exert athletics.
Difficulty?
We'll say 2.
2, so that's 2d8 plus 1. And I still have a fault.
On the bright side, they're not stealth anymore.
I will just use one of my readinesses to increment that up by 1.
Alright, you are able to yank Amelia free of the creature that has their legs, and you could use your movement to pull them out the doorway.
I will attempt to do so.
Alright, you can pull them out the doorway. Amelia, you've been pulled free, and you're on the other side of the threshold now with everybody else. There's a gnashing creature right ahead of you, and the portal seems to be going crazy ahead.
I slammed the door.
Alright, door is slammed. We're out of initiatives.
Well done, folks.
Yeah.
I just slammed the door and wheel around my back against it, leaning back with my arms out.
It is.
Whoa!
There's a slight black miasma coming underneath the gap from the door, and it is.
We are
very
so not
cool
getting our
feeling.
deposit back.
I told you it
after-
was her stuff.
After about a half a minute, a set of progenitus armed guards come rushing up the floor. They look like, they're healthy, but they're a little nervous looking. There's a gunfire on this floor. Did you see what happened?
She might have. She says, pointing into the room.
It was
And they look over at the gun and they're like, "Is that yours?
No,
That's
it's
mine.
hers.
Whose?"
Mine.
Well, you can't have those up here.
We have a room invader.
One of the guys comes over and picks up Amelia's gun, and the other one motions for you guys to back up, and he pulls out his purge wave.
No, not opening this door again.
I gotta see what's in there. Just back up, ma'am. We got this.
Just nope,
It's really bad in there.
We gotta get it under control. This is our job. Now. Come on, get out of the way.
Yeah, come on, Amelia. This is their job.
I was like, dude, are you scared?
No, get out of the way. And he's actually turning and leveling his purge wave at you.
And it's like, you look scared. I don't think you should open this door if you're scared.
Amelia gets purge waved.
Amelia gets purge waved.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you're resisting the scene of a gunfire situation.
Okay.
Don't go in there. Somebody got shot.
Don't go in there. Somebody got shot. You aren't allowed to go in there for security. You're not allowed to go in there. You're the security.
They're monsters.
We gotta deal with it. And they will make you nauseous with the purgy wave gun.
Please be really careful. Zumi says as she tries to draw Amelia away.
I'll let her draw me away.
Yeah.
Don't. There's monsters in there.
Yeah. I feel sick. Purge wave. Right? It's living up to its name.
Just like crap. I'm pacified.
No. Yeah. The one guy who has shouldered Amelia's gun is calling on his toggle for backup. That there's a situation in room 5F.
That's my gun. I want that back though.
And that there is an issue with a resident with a firearm inappropriately in the hallway that has been confiscated, and the other guy opens up the door, and he flicks on a light from his little body cam, because they make them wear body cams, and he looks over at the other guy and goes, "Holy!" And this tentacles just reach out and pull him in.
I was
And
just
the other
waiting for
guy's
there to not
eyes
be
go
anything in the
wide,
room.
and he slams the door.
It's like
I was so certain he would just open the door and find Coco with a headshot wound in there. Nothing else, just
Kind of waiting for that, yeah.
yeah, that was like what I was considering the worst case scenario.
Yeah, all things considered, this is actually a good thing.
Yeah.
I was like
Yeah, but-
leaned against the thing, like I told you so, you fucking idiot.
And, yeah, he starts telling you to shut the hell up, and he's got his purge wave leveled at you guys. What the fuck were you doing in that room? And then he's basically gonna hold you guys at that way, and he's calling for more people for backup, and he's we gotta get some professionals in here. There's like monsters in that room.
Probably bioprobes in his mind.
you probably have to call TTI on this.
Which means it's probably time for us to leave.
But yeah, I
So
want.
you guys gotta stay there.
Okay.
Meanwhile, across town, Lotta, you made it to
Mamma
March.
Mia. Yeah,
There you
sounds
go
like a good song.
again.
Mama.
Lotta, as you get to the street, you can see this kind of ragtag group of this air quote march. It's probably only 20 guys. They're walking very sullenly through the street, and there's a lot of people that like are doing the whole trying not to look at them. And there's some people that, you know, are blatantly staring at them and doing like this weird ass salute. Like, you know, usually it's the older people, you know? And but there's this kind of weird solemnness about it as they are passing through.
Get out of the car and head towards the group.
Alright, and you can head towards the group, and you can easily spot the Mo and I already forgot the name of the guy. I think I said
Frank.
the guy's name. Or
Jericho,
Isaiah,
I
or-
think.
Jericho, yeah. You can see Mo and Jericho are amongst the group there.
Are they in the like these guys are marching? Are they marching in particular formation column, just grouped up? What is this?
They're staying kind of in a formation, but it's kind of a little loose because
Yeah. Is it deep, wide? Like
it's long mostly. It's kind of trailing.
is
They were
it 2
trying
by
to make
2?
it. That's probably like 3x3.
3 by 3. Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, it's gonna head over to whatever row Mo and Jericho are in.
All right. Yeah, you can get over there. They're actually hanging out together, and they kind of do a double take as you walk over. Hey, when did you get topside? I owe you a
yesterday.
drink.
I think we all need a lot of drinks right now. So,
Yeah. My freaking pension fund's fucked.
yeah. Beyond that, you guys know the guy in charge of Gaia, the corpse taking over. It's fucking JD, the person who did that down there. Set off everything.
What? No. No fucking
Yeah.
way.
It's why I'm up here.
Shit. Got any proof?
We got some documents.
Ah, cool.
Proof is
Yeah.
no. I can hand that over to you guys. I don't really care. I'm gonna kill him.
Well, I mean, we can't do anything about that now.
Yeah, great, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, we literally can do shit. They stripped us out.
Well, I'll give you guys that stuff in return for any information you can help me with Gaia. Buildings they have taken over, where this dude may be, the corp head.
I'm absolutely certain that these documents will help. I have them safe in my room. They are protected.
Yeah. Hey, I've got my fucking backpack of shit with me.
Lada knows not to trust any situation. Oh man, well, I mean that'd be great. I mean, we can give you what help we can before we get transferred out. They're moving all of us. They're uprooting the whole community.
She's going to dig in her backpack, actually pull out said documents, hold them out to him.
Oh wow, shit, paper? What the
Yeah.
fuck?
He was keeping this off systems, and down there isn't many systems to begin with.
Yeah, shit, cool.
This is for you guys, no matter what. And she's going to look around. This probably isn't the place to talk about stuff, so here's my Togo info.
Yeah, they'll look around and they'll be like, yeah, let's they actually kind of break out of the parade and wave some of the guys down, and a couple of them kind of nod at you guys as you walk off, because I'm assuming you don't have the sheriff stuff on your gear anymore.
No, I scrubbed that off when we came up.
Yeah, but he starts looking through it, and he's like, well, I mean, I don't know what there is in this that'll help, but what the fuck? I mean, hell, anything to help you take him down. Shit, fuckers ruined our lives. If he did
He's
this.
ruined a lot of people's lives.
Yeah, he did. Where are you staying?
Staying at what was the hotel? Apartment complex. The apartment complex didn't have a name. That's right. We only knew the hotel names. Staying in the apartment blocks. It's about 10 miles out from here.
Yeah, we'll say.
I'll give you the address.
We'll say it's the Charitable Heart.
Yeah, Charitable Heart apartment complex.
Oh yeah, I mean, they're affordable. Man, I think I stayed there when I first came into town. Shit, it's a great place.
Watch out for the tentacles.
Yeah, watch out for the tentacles. Have you heard about what all happened down there?
I mean, I was in the midst of most of it.
Oh shit. Yeah, I don't know if anybody's still alive down there.
I doubt it. This looks like it's scorched earth policy.
Yeah, they go for guilty and presumed violent as their court of calling down there.
Yeah.
They basically threw everything that we agree to as the IRPF out the window.
I know you guys didn't have the greatest time down there, and not everybody loved you, but it's better than this.
Yeah, well, I mean, clearly the city didn't think so. He says. I mean, who can blame him though? I mean, apparently we've been just fucking it up for what, 25 years now?
Yeah, but I mean, consider this: you weren't just dealing with little raids on the ground. These guys had backing. I wouldn't be surprised if JD was making sure your little attempts to stop him failed.
It'd make a lot of sense why we were never able to stop the spirals. I mean, it seemed like they always knew where we were going, and every time we'd start a new campaign, they were always right there.
They had contacts up here, fucking amazing funding, better than anything we ever got. I mean, those guys are running around with TTI tech, you know, that transcendent shit.
Yeah, he's big TTI Corp. Man, I don't know what we're gonna be able to do. I mean, they already got most of our gang gone. They kicked us out as fast as they could. They don't want us here no more.
Unless you guys,
they got us on watch. They don't want us having our weapons and nothing.
Honestly, guys,
I think we're gonna riot.
You should probably get out of town.
Yeah, I should. I got that gal nurse I was seeing, and sure hate to leave her.
Well, this is she Progenitus, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Maybe head somewhere else. So Progenitus town with TTI Guard. There's probably not a lot of Progenitus folk that are happy about that.
Yeah, I guess.
See if you can get her with you.
We'll see. A lot of people had a lot of faith in this town.
Well, maybe if JD's gone, things will destabilize with his little corp a bit, but... that's for bigger people than me to handle. I'm just gonna make sure he pays for what he's done.
Yeah. Hey, keep an eye on your own back, all right?
Yeah, I'll try.
Heidi and Zeke are still out there, last I heard.
Yeah, I assumed he wouldn't burn his inner circle.
Well, I don't know about that, but like I said, last eyes we had on them, they were shooting at some of our folks when we were evacuating out.
Well, maybe if I'm lucky, I'll get a chance to see him.
Maybe. And he puts a hand on your shoulder and gives it a squeeze, and then your toggle goes off on alert.
What the hell?
Firearms discharge in your room.
Oh god, what have those idiots done? Okay, Mo,
Security
Jericho.
has been dispatched.
The truth
I gotta
comes
head off.
out.
my little gang's apparently set off the room alarms. Listen, if you guys can send me whatever info you can get your hands on.
Yeah, I'll get you what you can. Hey, we know a couple not so clean guys that aren't working with Geyer. If
Perfect.
You need anything.
Yeah, if you can get me their contact info, I'd appreciate it.
Yeah, I'll pipe it on over to you.
And Lana's like,
And-
good, I'll be needing a replacement gang once I drop these idiots.
Meanwhile, there is like a big swarm of security guards that have kind of entered into the hallway with you guys. A couple of the armed ones go, hey, why don't you guys come with us? Let's get you out of this area. This seems like this is gonna be a thing. There's a guy coming down the hallway with a flamethrower.
Ah, the McCready approach.
And they lead you guys over to the elevator. And like about two or three guards in with you guys in the elevator as they start taking you down the thing.
It's like, man, I really like that rifle.
And they seem to just be ignoring Amelia at this point because she just keeps having and hawing about her rifle that they're pretty sure she doesn't supposed to have.
Having a weapon you weren't supposed to have in your room, it probably pales in comparison now to.
As long as the person who reported it dies off, maybe they'll all just forget.
Yeah, but they take you into a little white room with a long table and some chairs, and ask you guys to wait there. And occasionally you hear the sounds of distant explosions and screaming.
She's gonna as they leave, she's gonna kind of look for the door and be like, well, I mean, I guess we should wait. I mean, we shouldn't wait because
I'd be ringing you guys on my way back.
Yeah, your toggles are ringing probably.
Oh, hey, we need a
Hey, Lata, how
plan.
you doing?
I just got an alert for the room. What's going on?
Lana, Zuri messed up.
Well, hey,
What'd she do?
She wouldn't give Coco the liquor that I gave her. She took it away from her, and then Coco turned into a monster.
A monster?
There's no proof that the lack of alcohol caused that.
Miko, what's going on?
Well, I mean, everybody keeps asking me. I don't know these things.
Yeah,
but
I
Coco
expect you to be answering without trying to blame the other. What's going on, Miko?
Coco did kind of go kind of monstery, I guess.
So she was a thing?
Yeah, I mean, which who knew, right?
You got it under control?
Oh, no. I mean, the room's gone. All the stuff's gone. People are dying. We're in like a little interrogation thing, and TTI's on the way, which probably means JD's people. Like, we should leave, but that would be bad too. But I think in the whole weight of like bad things, it might be best.
They're busy. Run. Fucking knock out a couple of guards if you need to. You're the least of their concerns.
I mean, I still have a gun.
Okay, but again, I think they're probably just let's just walk out the door and go to the next place, maybe.
Okay.
Ah, shit. Man, this ID's gonna be so fucked.
No chance of getting out.
Yeah, I'm gonna head there. Pretend I don't know what the fuck you guys have done. Because they're gonna be able to track that room to me anyway. But you guys get out of there.
We've only been here a day. Maybe you can get a refund.
Yeah, I'll be out. I'll act the outraged civilian. Actually, if one of you could meet me here, 3 blocks away at this address. I need to hand off some weapons before I head back.
Will do. Okay, let's get out of here.
Alright, you guys are gonna try and leave the room?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Alright, you go over and the door is strangely locked. It's like they you know, weren't expecting you to leave the room.
They
There
thought
is
of
kind
everything.
of black paned glass over the room's kind of like that one-sided glass. But Miko, as you go up to the door and reach for the doorknob, you can see kind of like a strange reflection of yourself in the glass. And it starts smiling incredibly wide.
Oh, I think it might be here.
Wait, what's here?
The thing that was upstairs might have followed. Look through the camera. We saw it through the camera last time.
And the doorknob starts to twist and turn on its own.
Yeah, no, like right about. I'd point the camera in that direction. That one there with the twisting doorknob. Point it over there.
There's nothing there on the camera.
So much for the
Zuri
camera.
is like using a toggle case and camera thing to try and look at Miko's reflection.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to show anything. But if you just look at it with your naked eye, you can see it's definitely doing
Oh.
something different.
Oh, okay.
But the eyes of your reflection have gone dark, and the mouth has gone almost fully hinged like a snake. It's so long and wide. Basically, it's very alligator-like, and there's just long white teeth dangling out of from under the lips, and the creature seems to have put its clawed hand on the doorknob. What you can see from the reflection, and the doorknob just keeps twisting back and forth.
She will go Kara behind the nearest table and hope that it finishes.
And after a long moment, there is a crunch, and the doorknob actually looks like it has collapsed in on itself inside the door.
Is it done?
Let me check.
It's probably unlocked now.
The door.
I'm gonna try to open the door.
It swings open. Boy, it's
Or did
right
did
here.
Tygon
It's
do that?
helpful!
Tygon, did you say you were opening the door?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, I'm
It's
sorry.
very-
I didn't hear. I apologize. Tygon opens the door.
Alright, Zuri.
Do the damage to Tygon.
No, I just didn't.
Zuri,
Sure,
there is a extreme cold spot as you open that door.
Oh wow! What's with all the cold?
It may be a pattern
It's-
for me.
Is it just a thing these transcendent weirdness things do?
And there is a scraping noise, and you see like almost like claws are being raked across the flat tiled floor in the room, heading towards Miko.
Miko, it's moving towards you, I think.
Miko, well, you see like chairs stumble to the side, and then the table goes boom, 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 and she comes shooting out the bottom of it like a cat that's been scared by the vacuum. It goes out the door and leaves the building.
I'm gonna be just like I feel like we should go too.
Yes, we should.
Just follow behind me. Stay close. You got a gun?
No,
Got any armor?
No.
it's all the dangerous stuff is in the building safe.
Stay behind me.
The entire building is abuzz, and they seem very distracted. Occasionally, you're seeing like they have cubicles and stuff like that on the first floor, where people who are running the staff for the building are, and you just suddenly see like an entire filing cabinet go flying across the room, and you know, just computers going all over the place, lights suddenly dropping down, just flickering everywhere. As you guys get out to the streets, you can see the whole building's lights are going. And there are various vehicles starting to pull up that are Progenitus Security is of course trying to be first response right now. They don't want to call TTI, but they might have to. And you guys can easily get out to the street level. Lada, were you heading there?
I was heading 3 blocks away for them to meet me.
Alright. So you guys could all meet up about 3 blocks away if you want.
Yes, please.
Alright. It is all. It does start picking up to be on the news that there's some weird power fluctuations, but no one actually says what's going on. If you do any like major scans for what's going on right now at that building, there is some talk on the deep net, air quote, of conspiracy theorists believe that the Pale Men are attacking the hotel right now using their mind powers.
Mhm.
So
If it was only that simple.
yes, but you guys are able to meet about 3 blocks away.
Alright, hey, sorry, here's your gun.
Oh, thank you.
Amelia, here are my grenades. Keep them safe for me.
Okay. I
So,
start like looking around at my dress.
just carry the bag. It's okay. They're in a case.
You might just want to do any kind of documentation from here. I think the whole building's pretty much done. I mean, it followed us downstairs.
I plan to just walk to the entrance. Act outraged. Basically, I want them to not think I'm running from this.
Oh,
Um,
yeah, I guess there's that. But have you considered running from this?
Yeah, and I mean, I figure at some point we're gonna be kind of not welcome up here and hiding a lot, but I'd rather keep that away as long as possible. Make it easier.
Oh, right. Yeah, I guess do that.
It was such a nice room.
Okay. Well, hopefully I'll get a refund. She gives a little wave and starts heading over there.
Hey.
Try to get our stuff out of the safe.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, as you head back over there, there are about 15 vehicles spread over 2 blocks, and they seem to be cordoning off the entire area and kind of evacuating people out. They're telling everybody it's a gas leak.
Okay. I'll walk to the perimeter of said
Yeah.
cordon, I suppose.
Oh, ma'am, you can't come through here. There's a gas leak. It's really bad.
But wait, no, what? A gas leak?
Goddamn
Oh,
ghost.
yeah. Yeah,
But,
gas leak.
I
Gas
just
leak.
rented a room yesterday.
Oh, what room were you in?
Room
Our
5F
Are ghosts made of gas?
of
Eh,
yeah, room 5F. I think that's the one. Yeah.
5F of the Charitable Heart?
Yeah.
Oh shit! One sec.
What?
Your room is just, it's so gassy, miss. Your room is...
Have you received any strange packages, ma'am, over the last day?
I mean, I've been out most of the day.
Alright, but no strange packages, nothing like that?
Not that I'm aware of.
Oh, okay. Well, one sec. We're gonna have a representative come talk with you.
Okay.
After a little while, a white mink is gonna come up to you, and he's in a full suit. And he goes, "Ma'am, I'm gonna need to talk to you about the situation with your room."
Is my room okay?
There was an altercation. I believe we sent you a notification about gunfire.
Yeah, I saw that. I came back as
Um,
soon as I could.
Now, and he'll holds up footage from the hallway of the group, and he goes, "Do you recognize these people?"
No, I'm afraid not.
Oh, well, they somehow had access to your room. Did any of your 5 other roommates perhaps maybe let them in?
Oh wait, I thought you meant the guards, right?
No, I mean these people.
Yeah, they're my roommates.
Okay, well, apparently one of them shot a gun that they should not have had
Oh
up
god,
in the
no.
room, and it apparently started some sort of gas leak. And,
Oh, I'm
it's
so sorry.
It's causing a widespread hallucinations for anybody that goes up on that floor.
And the
sorry,
hallucinations are
she-
violently killing people.
And, I'm afraid it's very toxic and it's very bad.
Oh my god, I am going to
We've had
ground
multiple
her.
fatalities.
Fatalities?
Yes.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm afraid this is actually turned into quite a bit of an issue, ma'am. So, you said the person who shot.
She's a friend of the family she's from the Venus, a bit of a wild frontier,
There he rolls his eyes. Oh, people from Venus. Hell, you know how it is. Well, we need them to come back into questioning. They were in a room, but apparently they broke out, and their size of possibly a wild animal. We're concerned. They
A
may
wild
have had,
animal?
Yeah, did they have some sort of bioprobe?
No bioprobes.
Okay.
I mean, we have a couple of blips. Is someone getting confused, maybe?
Maybe, but it just seems like some very unnatural markings. But we'd really like to talk to them a bit further. But unfortunately, your room won't be available to you.
Oh God. Well, I'll do you have contact info so I can get her in? You know.
Oh yeah, he'll give you his info. His name is Larry.
Jesus Christ.
Just go Larry.
Rick, Mo, Jericho, and Larry is what we have met so far today.
Yeah, I know. At least I'm coming up with names. Just give me that.
Fair.
I hate to ask, but I don't suppose it's possible to get a room refund because otherwise we've got nowhere to stay. And
we can give you a partial, but unfortunately, since your friend did shoot.
yeah, I just got to cover that, I suppose.
It is a violation, and under technicalities, I'm not supposed to issue you a refund if you breach our agreements. But I could totally understand. I know what it's like. I've had a cousin from Venus, and
She's just so hard to keep under control. It's driving me mad.
It's terrible. It's really terrible. But let's say I could give you about 40% back. Is that all right? And you can do a community exert communication if you want to try and muff it up.
She's going to chew on her lip and be like, I'm not even sure we can get another apartment for that. Okay, community. What's the difficulty?
We'll say difficulty 1.
Okay, dokie.
He's sympathetic. You did like bringing up somebody on Venus being a dick. and you know the GM has a feeling about.
I will bump that up.
All right. He'll sigh. He goes, "How about 60%?"
That would be wonderful. We could get a small room. Yeah.
Unfortunately, all the furniture had to be incinerated.
Oh, and also the deaths. He's actually a remarkably generous guy.
Medical plan, that's irrelevant.
And the murders. Yeah, just oh, also, do you have a medical plan yet? Have you considered preventatives?
No, but it's something I meant to look into when I came to this town. Is it somewhere I could go to talk to people?
Yeah, he gives you a pamphlet. It's like he's like always ready for this.
Yeah.
For visitors.
Oh, thank you so much.
But yeah, here I've issued a 60% refund to your toggle. I wish you the best of luck. Like I said, if you can get your friend to get in contact with us, if I don't hear from her in 72 hours, I will have to turn this over to Geyer.
Yeah, and thank you for being so understanding. I'll make sure to get her in.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Sure. Oh no. Me and one of our other parties that she should have had our weapons stowed away in the building safe.
Oh, well, if you had something legally stored in the safe, we can. If you give us a new location, we can get it moved there for you.
Okay. Yeah. Lovely. I'll send you the details when we know when we're staying.
We will do that as soon as it is safe to enter the building.
Yeah, I understand. Thank you very much.
As he's saying that, they're screaming and another explosion.
Oh God.
Floor.
That's a gas leak?
It's a very, very toxic gas leak.
Not sure why we had it in our building, really.
Is it because of all that destabilization yesterday?
Yeah, it's a little bit of after effects of that. Yeah, that's entirely.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah.
Thank you for that. Thank you.
It's anarchist gas. Definitely the work of.
We think it may have been spiral related. Actually, they may have pumped it into some of the lines.
Oh, that's horrible.
I
mean, I came here because I heard how good a job Progenesis was doing with this town, and then it's TTI Corp, and she just shakes her head.
Isn't it great that they're going to be helping us? I'm so happy.
Is it? You think they're going to be doing a better job than the IPF?
Oh, they're gonna totally turn this around. I mean, every time. I mean, could you believe that those creatures down there were coming up and just like non-stop attacking us up here? I mean, how did they even get access? They were just coming up all the time and just striking and attacking and killing babies and like just tearing people apart for their organs. It was disgusting.
Well, hopefully it's going to be a safer town now.
And like every time the IRPF went down there, they were like, "Oh, they've overpowered us. They were ready for us. They got us at the entrance. They never did shit."
Oh, that's a sorry state.
It is.
Thank you for your time.
Geyer's already making progress. I heard that they have put down like 4,000 miscreants in the first day. I didn't even know there were that many down there.
Wow, that's quite the achievement.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time. I'll send you the new address location as soon as we find a place.
All right. We'll be looking forward to hearing it again. My name's Larry.
Winona, she reaches out, shakes his hand.
Yeah, he shakes your hand, and he gives you a winky face, and then he looks back at the building with, "Oh shit."
I feel like I need to up my community after these last couple of sessions. She's gonna head off. Right towards the group.
It is really good you left Amelia behind.
Yeah. I was actually pondering violence there myself. Oh.
Yeah, she would have fucking gone ballistic.
Someone's drunk the Gaia Kool-Aid. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna meet back up with the group.
Alright, you can meet back up with the group, and you guys are all together.
Alright, good news and bad news, folks.
Did you hear there was a gas leak?
Yeah, wow. That anarchist gas.
Mm-hmm. It gets around.
Yeah. So, bad news. They kind of want to interview you folks. You especially, she points at Amelia. Don't know if that's a good idea to happen. Within 72 hours, if you haven't contacted them, they're going to be looking for you, I think.
Well, that's like, I mean, my new identity and stuff.
Yeah. Who do they send to look for you?
Yeah, it's going to be handed over to Gaia.
I guess I'm gonna go talk to him, yeah?
Probably. We should come up
Maybe.
with a script.
Yeah, I mean, the person I talked to seems to have really gotten on board with the Gaia bolt, even though they're Progenitor's rep. Couldn't get our stuff from the safe because not allowed within distance of that building, but they will kindly send it to any new address we provide, so we're going to have to rent some place just temporarily and get our stuff and leave it.
My armor was in the apartment, though.
My
Well-
snapshot was in the apartment.
Yeah, never leave stuff in the apartment. I'll heft the bag a bit.
You guys said it was gonna be okay, that I could...
You should have put your stuff in the safe.
This used to be a safe town.
We had no idea that would happen.
Nothing happened. Nothing like this ever
Didn't,
happened when
right?
RPF was in
Looks
charge.
illegal.
What? I didn't know.
Like, this way for trusting people.
Good news. I got 60% of our money back from the apartment. So
That is good
we're going to rent a smaller place.
A
And I think
smaller,
we'll-
less furnished place.
And I think we shall just rent a place for a couple of days so that we can get our stuff sent to us.
And get new IDs and move somewhere else. Right?
And the way I see it, we've let Amelia go and speak to this person, try and smooth things over, and we continue on. Or we have 72 hours to do something drastic.
I'll go talk to him, I'll be good.
Suri, you mind going with her for that?
Yeah.
Cool. Right.
Fine. Make it so that, you know, if I screw up, Zuri gets hurt.
No, Siri, we'll just make sure that you know what to say. This is not your environment. We all understand that.
I know.
She probably shouldn't go armed.
Yeah, that's a bad idea.
I listened to you guys about that last time, and now where's my stuff?
No, you didn't listen to us about that last time. Your gun should have been in the safe. You see?
Unfortunately, she has you there.
She's holding that stern look for a few
Fine.
moments.
Fine, I'm gonna go talk to these idiots.
You mean the kind representative that you are really hoping will understand? Oh, by the way, you're from Venus. You were raised in the Venusian wilds,
The
so
fuck is
you
Venus?
don't have. Yeah, you're from Venus,
Okay.
so you don't
What's
have a lot.
Venus?
You don't have a lot of experience with being within a civilized town.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'm sure you can fill her in on that, right?
That sounds great. I've got it.
Right. Grenades,
so we
please.
can't help but chuckle a little.
Lotta's going to reach out, take her bag of grenades.
This isn't
Alright.
yours anymore.
Right, and in better news, I met a couple of the IRPF officers in that little parade.
That's all great news.
Yep. Don't
Hey,
worry.
I found a couple screws.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And they're going to be feeding us some information. A couple of contacts. Maybe some work we can do, some help we can get. Right.
It's like, well, I guess, good news. You talked to some screws and your nose isn't bloody, so that worked out.
Yes, isn't it grand?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm just gonna quickly look on the toggle a cheap rental anywhere near here. Doesn't have to be big.
Yeah, you can find one. They rent by the day or by the hour.
I was gonna say the only place you can find rents by the hour and has a flower name.
There's
There's a round bed in the middle of it.
I'll find by the day.
Yeah, find by the day.
Hmm.
Alright, you can find by the day. It's got a cute little tour.
Ah,
Um,
Oh my god. It's actually just built beside her. She's just kind of sitting there like, hey, what's up?
Now you can find
Hello. Top of the morning to you.
You can find a very cheap.
Did they really build this building in honor of you? No, I sit here to make the joke work.
It's a really good gig, actually.
Alright, so you guys are able to get to the new hotel. We'll call this one the Spiral Arms.
Oh my god.
It is pretty
I
rancid.
don't like it.
right.
They
It'll
do
be fine. I can't read.
Yeah.
I'm going to pay for 2 days rental.
Alright, there's a
Gonna have-
very teethy looking canine vector at the thing that greets you as you come in after you've done your reservation online.
Hi there. Couple of days rent room.
Sorry.
I
Name of
got your
Winona?
reservation.
Thank you.
This your whole party?
Yeah, this is all of us.
Alright, can you all initial here for your agreements?
Yeah. Initial. Oh no, Amelia.
What?
Writing.
Like, what do I gotta do?
She just has to write her letters.
You
Sure,
got,
you
got
do
to
it.
initial your name
2
here,
letters.
Speedy.
Just make squiggles.
I do know how to sign my name.
Your fake name.
Oh no!
Oh.
She's just gonna immediately sign her real name because she doesn't know anything else.
Okay, hopefully you don't look at that.
Susanna, don't you cry,
Don't you cry for me.
It's not Amelia. It's gonna be Susanna. 'Cause she signs her real name.
How much is 2 days rent at
That's,
this place?
yeah, that's what her mom taught her.
Yeah. I actually don't know what the breakdown was. What was the breakdown for monthly?
Monthly, our previous size was 200. The smaller size is rent search. Oh god, searching rent in this document is horrible.
That's why I made you do it.
Isn't it?
Oh, different, currently, differently, different, inherently, inherent, current, different, currently, current,
Right.
current.
Hold on.
month.
Hold
Month.
on. Let me see here. Not.
Oh no, it's taking me back to the front.
There's only 19 per month.
Rent. 600, 100 credits for 600 square feet.
Alright, 100.
We're gonna share a bedroom, guys.
Alright, so it will be. It's gonna be about.
It'll be like a
10 credits
sleepover.
night.
Okay, 10 quid a night, 2 nights, 20 credits. Alright.
Oh, and I don't. No, we can't have I don't have the right underwear for that.
No sleepover.
Well,
Tygon's trying to have a slumber party.
print extra pillows.
As you guys are getting all settled in at the new apartments, your phones are gonna go wing.
Check.
Alright, it's Stefan with a weird face in doing a selfie in front of the building that you guys.
Oh shit! Ring ring! Ring ring! Ring ring!
Only 3 letters attached to the image. WTF.
Ring ring!
What the fuck?
Oh, okay, Stefan, get the fuck away from there real quick. We're at the little humble lodgings. Here's the address.
Hey, how does he do that? How does he send a picture?
Sorry, show how you send pictures.
I'd be talking to Zuri, just like, how does he make the robot do that?
Yeah, Stefan, just get here. We'll explain.
Stefan goes, seriously, why did no one tell me that our building was on fire?
I was dealing with a lot of things.
Amelia's just gonna lean over and just like, you're so.
I need a moment.
Amelia's just gonna like lean over like a lot of shoulder and just like, you're a doctor, figure it out, smart guy. And walk away.
What does that even mean?
I don't speak Dumbish. Can you translate what Amelia just said?
She's grumpy because she's the cause of this. Come on, come home.
What did she do?
She's fired a gun.
That might
I guess.
actually be the
I
cause of this.
did it!
Okay, so her and Miko
Miko did
are
it.
both the cause of our current predicament. They're both
Okay,
grounded.
I got like a full body cavity search when I got over there because they thought I was like a thing.
Well,
You're welcome.
they're not
Now that-
wrong.
yeah. I'm glad you had a good
Also,
time. But
They
come
had
home.
some cold hands.
Cold
Good
hands?
lord.
Did you see something with cold? Cold's been a running theme today.
It's very cold over here. It's like snowing. Anyway,
Yeah. All right.
I guess I come over there now.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Come here. I'm
I
gonna.
got money.
Oh, congrats. Okay. Oh God. Also,
I also
I'm
got phone numbers.
I'm going to also, now that it's on Lotta's mind, she's going to hang up on him without saying goodbye.
Click.
And send an updated address to Mo and Jericho.
There is, after a couple of moments, another update with this as the biggest attempt that you've ever seen of a frowny face from selfie from Stefan. But it doesn't really come across because his mouth doesn't contort that
No,
way.
he now carries around a marker so that he can draw frowny eyebrows.
The best
Yeah.
part is, if it's a dry erase pen, it'll probably wipe off the carapace.
Yeah. That's probably what he does.
Also, Stefan was never meant to be underground. This is clearly his element.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to prosper the most out of all of us here, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so I'm going to make a call, arrange for this meeting between this Mink and Amelia. Just in case this is some kind of horrendous trap once they have our address, maybe not everyone should be here.
Well, I guess I
Or
could
maybe
go.
we should all be here so we can fight them.
I mean, just in case, you know. By the way, just go ahead and add into your message. Oh, in case it's a trap, please give us back our gun.
Yeah. Okay. Well, whatever. I guess we stand and fight if it all goes wrong. But She's sort of mumbling that to herself as she's dialing in the Minx number.
You're dialing the Minx number.
Yeah.
Instead of sending them the message.
Oh,
you can just have
hi!
them
This is Miss Winona.
Yep, there's Winona.
Oh, good. We have secured your gear from the safe.
Okay, we found a nice little place to rent until we figure out our situation. I have my niece.
Oh, good. Is she gonna be coming in for an interview at some point?
Yes, I was just calling to arrange a time, a location.
Would tomorrow afternoon be all right? We're kind of doing a little bit of cleanup right now.
Yes, that would be fine. But our time is free right now.
Okay, good. Also, I believe one of your housemates was here earlier. Again, we apologize for the thoroughness. He startled a few people.
Oh, it's. I did mention we had a couple of blips. It's understandable, you know.
Yeah, David gets a little thorough checking.
The situation and all, I think it's understandable.
Yeah. Again, please extend our apologies. We will be hearing from you soon, then, I guess.
Yes. So if you just message me the appointment time and place, we'll be there.
Hey, can I ask a quick question? Can I
in character or out of character? Oh.
Out of character. Can I hear this conversation?
You can hear my half of it.
You can hear you can hear Lotta's app, probably.
Okay, well, real quick, I actually was like, hey, they're not gonna cavity search me, are they?
My niece is scared that she's going to be cavity searched.
Oh, it's okay. We can just scan her.
They're just going to scan you, sweetie.
Okay.
The scanner will have to be inserted in cavities.
Please refrain from movement while the nozzle.
The nozzle is calibrating.
She's a little jumpy, but she'll be there.
All right. Well, very good. We'll make sure to have a nurse on hand to calm her down.
Okay, marvelous.
Forcibly. With much medication.
All right. Thank you so much. And he sends you an address and a time of 3:30 p.m. for the next day.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Well, got a time for tomorrow. I suppose if we're not raided by Gaia within the next 10 minutes, we're probably safe here.
It's not my fault. I didn't do this.
I know. Just
it's nobody's fault. We had no idea this would happen.
right?
She glances.
Yes,
again.
right. But really, you gotta follow the rules up here, Amelia. Like, we could smooth this over a lot easier if it was a small arms discharge or something, you know.
I mean, Miko shot it.
Yeah, I kind of did.
Yeah, because there's a fucking monster.
It was still you bringing the rifle up there when you really shouldn't have.
I mean, I guess I could go talk to him though.
Oh no! You are far too. You're hunted, right?
Well, by the IRPF.
That's a fair point.
I mean, I don't have any problem going and talking to him, you know.
She
But
kind
it's
of
not
perks
my
up a little bit, like having realized this for the first time, though. Goes, actually, you know, I mean, if they didn't part on good terms, their outstanding warrants might not have transferred.
I doubt it. It sounds like things have changed a lot in a short time.
We would need to check, but if that's the case, I at least know what to say.
You know, I can check real quick for you.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to call up Jericho.
Hey, sup?
Hey, Jericho, buddy. I don't suppose you know. Did the IPF send over their outstanding warrants, or is Gaia on a fresh slate?
They wanted none of our shit. They are running different rules.
Huh. Oh, that's kind of good to know. On that note, is IRPF still interested in operating in here under the radar? Merc groups?
We're trying to figure something out. We're trying to win back the populace a bit. But,
Well, if you need any work,
we're gonna-
if there's any work that needs to be done, just
there's
you
a
know,
couple
forward it to us.
security firms that are still kicking that some of the private corps are hiring us for, but we haven't got any clout with the city itself. So
Okay.
we've got some private security work, and that's about it right now.
Alright,
We can't
cheers.
do law enforcement.
That's good to know. Thanks, mate.
That's not good to know.
Unfortunately for us, it is. But you know what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah, I get it. All right.
Alright, ta-da!
Bye.
Alright, Miko, looks like you're kind of free. No transference, warrants, nothing.
Oh. I mean, I guess
Congratulations. Got away with murder.
Congrats.
okay.
Welcome
Well,
to the
if-
club.
If you want to go along tomorrow,
Sure, I guess.
open the door.
The fuck you people!
yeah. By nobody's explicit fault, things went a little out of hand.
He's got all four both sets of arms folded, and he's just looking around.
So, I don't actually know. What the fuck happened, guys?
Yeah, I'd like to hear this one.
So Coco went crazy, turned into
Oh,
a monster.
I was actually gonna see if you guys were gonna let me sell Coco.
Yeah, I don't think that's on the table now.
Damn
No.
it, she was worth a lot of money.
Well, now she's a ghost, and we kind of shot at her a bit, and now we're in trouble for defending ourselves because the world burned, and we're in hell, and nothing makes sense.
Yeah, okay, thank you, Little Miss Sunshine.
Wow, I have to say your outfit really suits you today.
Yeah, the whole gothic look kind of
Fits you perfect. Wow. That's entirely the mood for that. Okay. Well,
So
anyway.
it was just Coco.
And what happened
Well,
to Coco?
There were like portals and things that kind of looked like Miko came out of them.
Like Miko.
Little monster
Yeah,
dogs.
except the colors were the other way around.
She's gonna look at Miko. So, white?
Yeah, white with black. Instead of black with white.
It looked kind of fetching, except they had these really big teeth, and well, they were trying to grab us and
Do you
portals.
think did these whoever came to assist, did they see those?
I mean, I don't know if they lived afterward.
Huh. Well, hopefully that won't put any blame on you.
That
I wonder if it does.
reminds
Thanks.
me. Miko, you think we should check your reflection?
Huh?
Maybe better not.
No, I mean, hopefully we left him behind and stuff.
Left two? What?
Well, I mean, that it followed us around the building. It actually, it was
Yeah.
trying to broke the door when we were in the holding area.
Yeah, Miko's reflection was like breaking the door. And it was like all mouthy and mean looking.
There were a lot of claws and teeth.
Uh-huh.
Ah, that's fucked up.
So I had ice cream, and
Yes, I
I went
saw.
to a bachelorette party, and I met a girl named Tiffany, and she's totally nice and into me. So how's everybody else's day other than the monster?
Fucking grand.
Great. Glad to know that we're really enjoying being topside.
It
Oh, dear.
was kind of okay, actually. We got nice clothes.
And a new room.
This room sucks.
Yeah, we're not gonna be here long.
Are we gonna do some work? Did you find any?
Is futzing around on her doggo currently.
I may get some suggested work from Jericho and Mel, but I have no idea. You get anything?
I got a couple side jobs I can do.
Nothing for the group.
Well, I could try to put in a word for you if you don't mind working for. Well, there's some guys that are running a kind of a pit battles.
Pit battles?
Yeah.
As in Vector on Vector, or is this supposed to be what, robots?
Vector on Bioprobe, you know, whatever.
Augmented vectors or standard?
So like a fight.
Standard. They like to give you like a knife.
Out of character, I already lost one lioness to something like that. Not going there.
It's pretty gritty, but people pay good money to, you know, watch people get torn apart. They want to pay me good money to put them together cheaply without taking them to the Progenitus Hospital.
Oh, you'd be my doctor?
They don't like that up here. Huh?
You'd be my doctor if I went to this?
Yeah, I'd be your doctor.
Hey!
I'm a good doctor.
Well, if we get desperate, that's a thing to consider.
One shit doctor.
Unfortunately, he has most influence.
And 2 alcoholics. Yeah, they got a little bit of a pit ring. There seem to be some darker elements. They do a lot of things, but they might have more work. We can check into it.
Yeah, it's worth taking a look at. What's the time?
It's actually probably about 7 o'clock at night now. It's been a long day.
How about I go and get us some dinner? Something nice.
Where are you gonna go? I mean, you just, you know, pay it for it at the printer right over here.
Yeah, but I'd rather go somewhere with a better printer, she says, looking at this dingy little hotel room.
It does kind of have a weird smell to it. It's kind of weird that you can be someplace, like, where everything should be perfect and clean and whatever, but they apparently just don't run the scrubbers as very often. Which they probably do that to save money. They probably run them the bare minimum amount of time, so this room actually has a bit more of a smell than other places. But in some ways, that's almost comforting, because you guys are used to there always being...
Stinky.
Like, you're used to there being a smell where everything's either like completely odorless or has that fragrant, you know, artificial smells to it, right? But this has a kind of like this smells like people have been here.
Well, shall I go get us something to eat, or do you all want to go out? Bit of fresh air might do you good.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Nico, Amelia?
Nico is poking at her toggle, searching around through stuff.
Yeah,
I
like-
mean, I guess, dinner would probably be... Yeah, we should
Do you want to come along, or do you want to stay here?
Yeah, that's good. That's good dinner.
Okay. You feel up to heading out, Amelia?
Yeah, sure. Whatever.
It's good
on you.
food.
Okay.
You'll like it. I mean, it's better food than down there.
Alright, I'm going to bring up Yelp and see who has the finest printer in our local area. Yeah.
Alright, there is a little like mom and popo place that has apparently their own recipes that they program in.
Oh.
And they're one of those places that it's like a greasy spoon, but people give it high ratings.
Oh, yeah, I love those.
Kind of those nugget in the wall places.
Yeah.
It's not fine dining, but you know.
I think we could do with a bit of grease. Okay.
It was
And-
rated highly by.
I haven't drunk something real greasy.
Alright. She's going to situate her stuff. Oh, right. She's going to look at Amelia, and then she's going to go to the printer. And how much will a fire holster cost me?
I'll probably say 5 credits.
She's going to pay 5 credits to print off a fire holster for you.
Oh.
Alright, okay. Let's go under your skirt. You can hide your pistol there.
Cool. I'd do that.
It suddenly dawns on Amelia what the functional purpose of this garment is. My god! Okay, so this is what it was designed for.
Easy access.
Ah.
Oh. I see now. No wonder it recommended this for me. Stefan's gonna doff a little top hat that he apparently has printed for himself, and then he puts one of his lower sets of arms out for Miko, like they're gonna go walking arm in arm out the door.
Oh, that's
That's complicated for Miko.
That's complicated for Miko, but he's trying to offer.
She is still kind of
off that.
staring downward and working on something. Huh? Oh, that's not really gonna. I use my hands to walk.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Maybe you could carry her through the doorway.
Sure,
I
I
wouldn't
guess.
be rude like that unless she wanted it. Alright, he's gonna carry you like bride style out the door.
She's pretty heavy. She's 2 hexes
Yeah.
and 7 mass.
He's actually pretty physically strong. He's actually tall, very tall and big and lanky, so he's just gonna support you. He's just gonna,
I mean, he's got 4 arms to do it with, so you know.
yeah.
Alright, oh, that happened.
Beautiful.
Alright, so he's gonna wedding carry you out the door.
Like sideways, like a couch.
Miko,
Yeah.
are you part of picking up a push frame?
Oh yeah, I guess I gotta get one. I should get one. That would make all this a lot easier, huh? She'll grab one from the printer. I have to look up
Yeah.
how much they cost.
200.
Okay. There goes that.
There's two
So,
orders.
hey, we're so rich has quickly dwindled, I will note for Addy.
Yeah.
Uh,
Alright, and you guys can go out to dinner. It will be about 5 credits each. Or actually, no, it'll be about a credit each for everybody to eat. Because it's a greasy spoon. They do, they do comfort food. They don't do fancy food. They do comfort.
yeah.
But it's good. It has flavors. And, you know, it's very unhealthy. Does not have a high progenitus rating.
Mm.
It has a sad face on a broken heart.
Yeah, it is actually a little pulse greasy spoon, basically what it is.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ is actually the name of the place.
This grease is so concentrated.
Would you like to buy larger arteries?
You guys can have a nice, lovely little meal.
Fortunately, that is not a concern for.
Oh no, you can eat unhealthy as a cock. I mean, some fluids process better than others.
Okay. I mean, it's not like I can gain weight.
I like to think of it as a post-greasy spoon. They're a little unsure on how to serve you at first. I'll get many cocks around here.
Just a big cup of melted grease, please.
Just what kind of robot turns down?
And they
a-
love you
That's
instantly.
Oh man, you ruined the printer for like an hour. Because that comes out of the nozzle, and it just hangs there. Everything after you eat tastes like grease.
Hey, added bonus.
Like actual like car oil grease
Oh.
instead of like other grease. Nothing anybody wanted.
We'd like to make sure we all order before Surrey.
Alright,
This is a Techno Destructo just drinking motor oil.
you guys can have a nice quiet meal with Stefan sitting in a little booth. They have a nice little lateral friendly seat thing that they set up, and for
Oh,
a
we're
brief,
like a real family.
yeah, a little seat thing they set up for Miko, so Miko can be part of the meal time. And Miko, since you're the way you're seated, you're kind of looking out through the window to the outside, and for a brief moment actually, you see your reflection turn its head to look at you, and then it seems to flicker back to normal.
She wasn't. Alright. She
I know
will.
she's looking at her toggle mostly, but
Yeah.
in that brief moment when you might look up, right?
she
She'll catch
will
it.
she will snap back and look back down again.
Nope.
So,
It doesn't toggle.
what are you working on, Miko?
I'm just. Oh, it's Minato. Actually, is my name. I think that's. Should probably try to. Since I'm not wanted or anything anymore.
Your name? What? Minado?
Minado. Yeah, there's an N in there in the beginning part.
Do you like that name more?
I'm just trying to. Well, it should be consistent. I'm seeing if I can reactivate my my profile here. I mean, I made good money.
I like to think it's coming up with profile already in use.
But if I could just get my credentials transferred over, I'm a blip manufacturer. I could. I mean.
Oh, you'd be loaded, right?
Yeah, it was pretty good. I guess I'll see if I can get a job. Is Stefan making sound effects?
Yeah, I was like, is that her toggle or is that Stefan going?
It's her toggle going.
She's not trying to
toggle has
activate
a
her
fucking
own
voice.
profile again. She's just trying to
Oh,
get
okay.
her credentials, graduation, stuff like that, which
Yeah.
don't necessarily exist, which is
Yeah.
a thing that she's trying to deal with here. But like,
That's what I mean. I mean, it's basically you're
Yeah.
trying to do something that would never possibly work. So it's just.
and maybe they shut them all down. I can't get them back. Maybe I could interview.
Shut
don't
them all
know.
down?
I was gonna-
That's even for someone that's
Why would you
deceased or
try to
on the
get work
run.
again as what you were? You didn't want to be that, so don't be that.
No, I mean, here we are. It's not gonna work any other way. It's kind of
Yeah.
a
What, you
pretty
think
pretty
that
simple
you just
solution.
Stop doing what you were doing because you were doing it? That's bullshit.
I haven't done it in like a week. I did it for like 30 years. I'm pretty sure I could go back to
I'm
it.
pretty sure a lot of the people I ate did a lot of things for a long time, and they all changed up or died. But
I mean-
it doesn't mean I have to do what they did.
Well,
Also,
I
if
didn't
you-
ask
if you
for
were
your
getting
opinion. And why are you eating people?
I mean, you know,
Wait, what?
curiosity.
This is actually news to the table.
Not to me.
You've 8 people?
I ate people. And technically, I consider it 7. That one guy shouldn't count.
Nico will scoot
He was
slightly
barely a
away.
I mean, you
One
guys,
was completely self-defense.
like, Nico, you've seen him eat a dude.
Oh, well, I mean, he bit a guy because, you know, there was a fight going on, but I didn't.
Yeah.
I mean, that's different.
He's a boogeyman. They just people's heads and become.
Wait, I've never done this. Can I make a roll to see if I know what the fucking exonym is?
Yeah, sure.
Lola's not done this. Right. What is this?
I'll say logic.
Logic?
They might exert
Hey, this
logic.
whole time, Amelia's just been sitting there staring at her food and ordering a lot of alcohol.
Alright, difficulty.
I'll say it's 1 at this point. There's a lot of information that's just been thrown at you.
Plus nothing. But yay. Ha!
Yeah.
You're one of those
quite
nymph
good.
things, aren't you?
Yeah. You didn't know that? Oh shit. Sorry. Yeah, but yeah. I mean, I've got lots of life experiences though, Miko.
Man. That's and she starts laughing. And then she points to
do you think
between Stefan and Suri.
What?
You guys are like really close.
What?
You get different minds in you, right?
Oh.
I'll have you know, I've never shot one of you guys in the back of the head. Nothing like Zuri.
It's like, why?
You're
I mean,
never gonna-
why-
Let go of this, aren't you?
Like, I didn't
No.
expect you did. I figured you were preserving our brains for the lean times.
I don't have to eat brains. Jeez.
Well,
I only do it if I'm getting something out of it.
That was a
Nice.
dumb joke.
what the? What
Yeah, you're saying we're not worth it. She says, grinning.
Well, I mean, you guys have kind of told me everything I need to know.
Hey, I've got a lot of experience. I would be.
Are you
Don't turn
trying
down
to
my
make-
brain.
I'm pretty sure he can't eat my brain anyway. I mean, he can, but he wouldn't get anything.
Are you trying to say that I don't have anything useful? going
No,
on?
I just don't. You don't have anything I want.
Like, I'll
Doesn't
have
mean
you
it's
know.
not useful.
He's-
And also,
He's saying your brain isn't good enough for.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. I'll have you know that I've got a lot of deep thoughts.
Lola is just looking at everybody talking with like she's still chewing, eating, but with that wide fucking grin. She's loving it.
yeah, right now, like Stefan's folded his lower set of arms and he's attempting to roll his eyes, which is hard for him to do. And he's like, "Oh no, I'm so hurt. The bad monster doesn't want to eat my brain. How upsetting! Have you heard yourself?"
Like, it's not about.
It's about.
Almost Arthur is in character.
Yeah, he turns and looks over at Miko, and you.
She's not
You
even
have
looking.
lots-
She's like, I need to. Maybe there's a startup. They never really
I mean,
ask questions.
Miko's got the most going on in her head, and I ought to learn about it through Miko.
Ah. You don't want just the mind, you want the body, right?
Ah,
Is she able to
Wow.
find any kind of a startup that would be looking for a somebody who might not ask for original credentials?
you'll need to do a community perceive. We'll say difficulty 2.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. This might help you, say, trying to give her an easier time. My parents used to work for a little group. Shit, what was the name?
14 there.
Yeah, it's 14.
Distract me.
Yeah, you can find a couple that have some intro level stuff.
I have. Oh, that's so much. Well, I guess it's better than doing anything else. All right. Well, I've got an interview tomorrow.
Legit or non-legit?
I mean, it'll be legit. I'll just tell them that I can't find my transcripts. It happens all the time.
Wait, are you going for an actual job?
Well, yeah. I mean, obviously.
But why would you do that? That's dumb.
Yeah. Why are you doing
Look,
that?
how long do you guys think you're really gonna last up here?
Hey,
I mean, it's all fun and
years.
games and adventure now, but you've got maybe a week worth of credits. We burned through 1,000 today. And you can go off and be
I haven't
underhanded.
spent
But,
I spent
Well,
like 5.
We'll find some work. Don't worry.
well, I found some work, maybe. I guess
Look.
we'll
Come on,
see.
Miko.
Come on, you're a
you
good
just-
fighter. You seem to have fun down there where it was all risk and uncertainty. What's changed?
Yeah.
I had a lark, and now the lark is done.
So why?
Come
I'm
on,
going to
Miko.
get my... Because that's how it works.
No, it ain't.
Oh,
That's how it works if it's how you choose it for it to work.
be like Stefan. Stefan's using skills differently. Stefan could be working in fancy doctor office. No, Stefan do different. Stefan like tearing bodies apart. That's why Stefan's still doing the work. That Stefan's not doing surgery. Hoity-toity doctor make fancy clean. That's dumb. That's easy. Come on, Miko fly free. Do different things. Try something new.
She will put the toggle down and go into her food.
No, Miko, don't bury yourself in food.
Where did she go?
No,
Take
sneeze,
the eggs.
breathe. No, sneeze, breathe.
I mean, if you want to get a proper job, you can get a proper job. I ain't gonna stop you, but you seem good at what you were doing down there.
I was pretty good at what this was, too.
I
mean,
wanted
What?
to see Miko do ghost chase.
Hey, Miko.
I got chased by enough ghosts today.
Hey,
Don't you
hey.
like that though? It's
No.
fun. Why?
Why would I?
It's new.
She just kind of looks at him weird, like, what?
You
Miko
vote.
asked Stefan once, if there is a light at end of tunnel, do you go towards light or do you go into dark?
Yeah, I think I asked somebody whether or not they liked their favorite song once, too. It's not anything particularly important.
Maybe
Maybe I was-
Stefan read situation wrong.
Yeah,
Hey,
I mean,
Stefan actually seems a little morose and just kind of pokes at his food now.
you always seemed in your element when you were trying to figure something new out. But yeah, I've only known you a few days.
She will
Here we
work. What?
Nico. Quit
Yeah.
being lame.
What?
Quit being lame.
Okay. You guys
You're
are
just-
so
you're
worried about
being-
your bunny, you can go ahead and pay for mine too. I'm gonna go back to the room.
Just like, why are you being lame? You're putting yourself back on the grid. JD's gonna know how to find you.
Not gonna know how to find me. I am not an issue to them.
Oh,
Just another person doing their stuff.
no, you are. No, trust me. You were there with me. And you are.
Amelia, just let her go. If she wants to go be a drone, go be a drone.
No, she doesn't want to go be a drone. She wants to help me get revenge.
Oh
on
yeah,
JD.
she does. Look at her. She's already like a fancy business outfit.
Oh, what are you, a psychologist now too?
I ate one.
Really?
I didn't consider him a doctor.
Ate chiropractor once. Still on fence.
I'll cover your meal, Miko. Whatever you choose to do, I'll support you. But no.
Yeah, I mean, if Miko won't be happy, go do. He kind of spits desk work.
Like, she's not gonna be happy. Look
I
at
thought
it.
we were
Nobody-
making a gang, and we were
Hey.
gonna have a merc group. And we were
Speaking of
gonna
which,
venture-
lots of us that are doing that, we should actually probably register. We're going to try and do this legit.
I
Yeah.
don't want to do this legit. I want to sneak into people's rooms and cut their throats for what they did down below.
It's a lot easier to do if you're a legit cover gets you closer to it.
Yeah.
That is to 5 up here longer.
Stefan's gonna pay for Miko's meal.
No, I'm paying for it. I already said I'm paying for it. I will
He's gonna
fight.
fight with you.
Uh,
He'll cut you.
They got to do that thing where they stare at each other and there's little lightning bolts between their eyes, like that anime thing.
Oh,
They
don't do
each
that.
do
He's
half
got
a
more
credit.
eyes.
Yeah.
Fine, I'll let the DMPC pay for the meal. They got more credits than mine.
Yeah, he does. He sold something expensive.
And I'll note, didn't split it with the party.
I will note that was his payment for services rendered at one point, and there was at no point where that was party loot. That was why when you were talking about, well, we could, cut it up and everybody could get more money for it, he's sitting there going, but this is Stefan's money.
Stefan wasted it on parties with Tiffany.
She was totally into me.
And heads, apparently.
And hats. Alright, so we will close out here for the night. Everybody can get 15 XP for the night.
Yay.
And you may have 100 credits.
So,
Ooh.
You
How
don't
many?
get as much, 100 credits. Because unfortunately, you guys have not actually secured work. So,
should be at speeds. A nice round number.
where we will stop for the night, and we'll see what happens next week. And your guys' trail for blood. If you will, take on actual work, or what. At the very least, it sounds like there's at least 2 interviews tomorrow.
Yeah.
How fun is that?
One perhaps more friendly than the other.
Yes.
Oh my god, I want to see Miko in a secretary outfit.
She was a doctor, according to her
No,
cover.
secretary.
I want to see her in an outfit dressed like Secretariat, the famous racehorse.
Hell yeah.
That's
Not the
how-
anime racehorse, Sally.
Oh. Right, Secretariat wasn't in that.
Oh, was it? Okay.
No.
Is there an anime with racehorses?
There is.
There are the best anime ever made, Uma Musume.
With racehorses.
And then he says that only semi-jokingly, it was way fucking better than it had any right to be.
Which occasionally happens.
I